Keep it safe for work, or don't. Oh, hey, that's not. I can still see it though.
I immediately
Hold
hear.
on.
Oh wait, that's Under Night. Never mind.
Yeah, man.
Sorry, Under Night has the best soundtrack of any fighting game, in my opinion.
Yes. I'm just gonna keep pushing it up with random shit I find here on my
Sounds
computer.
good to me.
I got to scroll back up to get the topics.
So, yeah, you ain't tell me freaking Boar Girl was in FGO because I haven't been on in a minute.
Oh, Cersei?
Yeah, no, the Adelante, the Berserker version.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Man, you know I've been wanting her.
I haven't been looking at any of the like banners because
Me neither.
I'm not looking at any banners. I don't care about anybody until the third Gouda event comes up because that's when Tan Okita comes up.
Oh, in English, we finally get her.
Yes.
Please,
'Cause I just want that Boar Girl though, man. Ever since I watched Fate Apocrypha, I'm like, yo, I need her.
And I'm waiting for the Saber who's voiced by Kaiba.
Kaiba? Oh.
Yeah.
See, anytime you say
Kaiba.
Saber, I'm just immediately thinking of females. So I'm like,
I understand, but nah, it's freaking Sigurd is voiced by Kaiba.
oh yeah, he looks so slick. You know, he kind of looks like what's his name? Luger's brother from Exilio.
Oh shit, he does.
All right, I think we are ready to get up in this. Everyone is here. It is that time. What's going on, guys? Your boy Westham HD is back from the grave, back from the cold surgery room, and I'll talk about my surgery another day, but that surgery room was cold. They told me it was going to be cold, and it was cold. Either way, Talk the Town podcast is resuming today, getting back to the swing of things. Episode 9, I'm pretty sure is what today's episode is. If not, I will change that in post. It is fine. Joining us today, we have our boy Arisu Sosuke. What's going on, Sosuke?
Hey, how's it going, everybody? Glad to be back here again.
We got the one and only equals Evan.
Nice to see you again, Blake. It's always a pleasure to be invited to these.
Absolutely. Always a pleasure to have you on, man. We got the legendary JRPG god himself.
Yo, what's up, guys? Shadow Elite here. We ready to get into this. Resident Evil 3. Persona 5 Royal.
Hell yes.
Final Fantasy 7 remake. It's a stacked start couple of weeks. So, yeah.
Perfect. Got our boy Souls on board as well.
Everybody, let's go. That's it.
For a split second, I thought you ghosted us, and I was like, "Damn it, Souls, not again!"
Blake, he wants to make content.
Oh, man.
I was gonna stream something, but never mind.
Yo, Soul.
What did I do?
Man.
Yeah,
we missed our chance.
Yo, Soul's blowing us off to quote unquote go make content is the equivalent of my dad saying, "I'm gonna go buy a pack of cigarettes." He ain't coming back.
You know,
I
Sudden Souls is crazy because I was like, you know what? I need to see what One Piece Pirate Warriors 4 is about.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, maybe Souls might know something about that. I'm like, oh, yeah.
I do know something about that.
Oh man. Wow. I've always said you should have became like an anime.
I always was thinking about going hard at that, but I don't know.
There's an audience for that, bro. There is an audience for that.
People will sit there and listen to you talk about anime games.
The only thing is that nowadays, like, even I don't like some of the games that are coming out.
Yeah. You're gonna have to
Like,
be overly
Jump Force
positive.
trash. You're right, and you'll know what I'm lying.
Who said
Yeah,
you gotta
exactly.
talk about what comes out now? Just talk about classic anime games.
You're right.
Yo.
What do you think right now?
Change your channel to a channel focused on what was that, Bleach Heat the Soul? Because hey.
Oh
Yes.
I am the last
So
guy I think
I'll-
that uploaded something from Bleach Heat the Soul.
I'll join you for that.
And
At
as
least it's coming
well,
back.
last but not least, we've got a new type SF, a revolving bunker chan.
Hello, everybody. Wash your hands.
Wash your damn hands. All right. Before we get into these topics, we're just going to get into how everyone's week is going. So, Sosuke, how's your week been, my man? What you playing?
My week's been pretty good. Been streaming some Battle Network. Starting with 3 because we don't play 1 and 2 like Persona. It's just that's archaic and it gives me a headache. But streaming all of Battle Network from 3 onward. Then we're gonna play some Star Force. Off camera, I'm playing that Persona 5 Royal and Soul Calibur because you can't go a day without playing some Soul Calibur. I might just play Soul Calibur 2 later on today. Just go back to the good old days when crossover characters like Link could be the best thing in the game. Good
Oh.
times.
Nice, nice, nice. Evan, how's your week been, my man?
Pretty great, dude. Honestly, getting back into the swing of things with college. Every class is online now, but you know what? I'm happy because a number of my colleagues also own a Switch and are playing Animal Crossing. So I've been exchanging friend codes with a lot of people and visiting islands. It's been pretty great. As a Nintendo boy, I am very pleased to see the spread of Animal Crossing.
All right, nice, nice. Not gonna lie, when you said spread and interchanging and all that, I was kind of getting itchy with the current situation. But I mean, hey, so long as you sanitizing your console when you're done with it, I mean, hey.
There you go.
All right, cool. Mr. JRPG. Well, Discord tells me what you playing, but how'd your week been, my man?
My week's been going pretty good. In spite of the world right now, I've been blessed that I can work from home. That's going great, thank God. Been playing Persona 5 Royal and Resident Evil 3. Playing it for like a third time already. And everything's been going pretty good so far. I've been saving a ton of money by working. God, the commuting, the gas, I'm so much. I wish I could do it all.
Fire.
But yeah, everything's going pretty good on my end.
Nice, that's all right. New type. How's your week been, my man? What are you playing on your PlayStation these days?
Oh, right now I'm trying to platinum Super Wars Moon Dwellers and Resident Evil 2. I finished watching Seven Deadly Sins the other week.
Nice.
Yesterday
Now season 3, right?
Yeah, season 3. I'm caught up.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
And yesterday I watched Onward since a lot of people couldn't see it in theaters. They put it on
Disney Plus. Disney Plus. Yep.
So I watched it with my friends. It's a pretty good movie. I wouldn't say it's their best one, but it's still pretty solid. And that's about it. Having a pretty good week since all my classes are online too.
Yo, enjoy going for the platinum Moon Dwellers, bro. I look at some of those trophies and I'm like, nah, I'm good. I am good,
no.
bro.
Just this one playthrough and I'm done.
Oh yeah, this is what your second or third playthrough?
My fourth playthrough.
How many fucking playthroughs do you have to do?
Yeah, all right, fam. All
Only
right, cool.
3, but I did an extra one.
Okay.
Yo, man's got time.
I got plenty of time now.
Flex.
Yo, Souls, what you watching? Read that. What you watching, playing, reading? How's your week been?
Well, let's see. I guess what I'm watching. I did just watch that movie, The Hunt. I'll just say this: the trailers completely threw me for a loop. It was nothing like how they described it. It's if you don't know what The Hunt is, it's basically a bunch of rich people throw these regular adolescents or young people, not young, they're all middle-aged. All these people in this field to literally hunt them and kill them for rich people fun. I guess that's what they do.
Rich people.
And yeah, like I said, the trailers are completely misleading. It was nothing like how I expected it to be, but it was still, I don't know, the pacing of the movie was kind of all over the place. Like 30 minutes in, it felt like I was 2 hours in the movie already, but it was still pretty decent. What else? Playing, speaking of Pirate Warriors, Shadow Elite. I just started that last night. I only got past the prologue, and I gotta say, the jump button just made the game feel like a whole new game. It's so smooth. Every attack feels so satisfying. At least with Luffy.
So it's not like most like warrior games or something like that. Like,
I mean, I'm not going to go that far.
Like,
this term "most warriors" game, Shadow. I'm feeling kind of attacked, but I'll allow it.
I just finished playing that Warriors of Orochi, man.
Like, okay, so I'll say this: the trailers, for some reason, do not do the game's justice visually. For some reason, it looks way better in person. I really enjoyed the inclusion of like destructible environments. It makes it feel more robust and alive. And the combats, they're just like the other Pirate Warrior games. Like they feel like way more impactful. But so far, this one feels like one of the best Pirate Warrior games to date. Maybe the best Warriors games I've played in a minute.
So what do you mean? It's just like everything is smooth or something like that?
Yeah,
because it's got to be the same thing.
Everything's super smooth. They changed up the way special attacks work, which I was actually on the fence about because they had them like kind of set to a hot bar or hotkey, but it actually works really well for some of Luffy's special attacks. Again, I'm only gotten past the prologue, so I'm still pretty early in the game, but from what I played, it's really good. I'm also going back and forth to Cold Steel 3 because y'all know work, I ain't gonna lie, it's been really consuming my life since like I have one of the few jobs that are still
Essential.
Yeah, quote unquote essential. But I gotta say, I've been using remote play. That thing, I forgot how good remote play is, man. It's so good.
on
Steam?
Cold Steel while you at work?
No, on the PS4. I've been using it on my phone and on like the Vita.
Whoa! Don't say Vita. You know who's in the chat.
He's sleeping.
Did you just say on your phone?
Yeah, they got an app where you can connect.
Yeah, you can remote play to your phone now.
Yeah, and I'm not like going out of my house. I'm just going on the couch or in my bed or something. So it's really nice and convenient.
Interesting.
What else? Oh, a game just came today that I kind of want to stream just to make fun of. Power Warriors 4 came out, but I want to play this other Warriors game, this Gintama Rumble. That game looks really cool, so I may stream that. But yeah, that's pretty much what I've been doing.
Okay, nice. As for myself, Persona 5 The Royal has been taking up so much of my time. We'll get to that at a later on in the podcast. Resident Evil 3, I did an all-day stream of it yesterday. Surprised at how short it was, but from what I understand, Resident Evil 3 started out as a spin-off game and then became a numbered game, so I can allow it.
Due to Capcom and Sony not being able to come to an agreement.
On top of the fact that it also comes with Project Resistance, which I have not gotten the chance to play yet, but I've seen gameplay and it looks really fun, so I'm looking forward to being able to try that out as well. What else have I been doing? I just finished watching Star Driver with my friends. I still don't understand a lot of things that were happening, but that movie pisses me off, bro. Oh my, I'm so mad. So to basically to put it like this, so we watched all of the anime, all 25 episodes. And then Newtown's like, yo, we're going to watch the first 5 minutes of the movie and nothing else. And I was like, he's full of shit. What's up with this? So we watched it, and I was like, yo, this is going to be great. And then it starts recapping the show, all to find out the rest of the movie is just a recap, and they don't actually talk about anything that happens in the first 5 minutes, which is supposed to be the continuation. So the events of what happened after the anime, they show you, and then they just throw in the anime for the rest of the film. It's like, imagine you went to go see Endgame, and you see Thanos do his thing, and then after the snap, it just goes back through all like the Avengers films, and then at the end, there's like 5 minutes of something. No, at the beginning, there's 5 minutes of something, and then they just recap films again.
No, this is what happened. Thor aims for the head and gets Thanos. After that, they just start recapping the movies.
Yikes.
So I mean, anime was pretty good. Music was great. Don't watch the movie.
No, watch the first 5 minutes of the movie. And then be mad.
So I've been playing Persona, been playing Resident Evil, also been juggling Doom Eternal and Animal Crossing as well. Animal Crossing is just something super easy. You can just get up, play for a little bit, and put on down, and then go about your day. Doom Eternal is really good, probably my favorite shooter to date. It's so much fun. The new mechanics they've added, the double jump, the wall climbing, like the jetpack, like everything is so smooth. And it just works so well. The music is as you'd expect for a Doom game. It's that nice and clean synth, heavy metal rock. It's good. A lot of people are saying it's harder than 2016, and I think they say it's harder because there's a lot more emphasis on the chainsaw feature as opposed to just running and gunning. Specifically,
from what I heard, it's like the first-person shooter. No, it's the DMC first-person shooters.
Yeah, I can. Yeah,
that's the way I heard people describe
between the glory kills and the like trees for different upgrades and stuff. I can definitely see where they're coming from with that. In terms of why people think it's hard, though, the game is a little bit tighter on ammo because they want you to use the chainsaw a bit more because your chainsaw, you got a lot more gasoline to use with the chainsaw. So the idea is as soon as you start hurting for ammo, you chainsaw someone and get it all back, and then you keep going. So it's meant to kind of emphasize the chainsaw more. In 2016, I rarely ever used the chainsaw. But in Eternal, I've found I've been using it a lot more, especially for some of the harder enemies. It'll take more fuel, but if you can OHKO, like one of the really difficult guys, it's really satisfying. And Animal Crossing has been taking my life in every way until Persona came out. Then now Persona is filling that void, and we'll see. We'll see what I have to play shortly after that.
Y'all kind of make me want to play Animal Crossing for the first time because I never played an Animal Crossing game.
See,
Okay,
I never played it either, bro. I'm telling you, the only reason I picked up this one was because Bao stole my pre-order for Doom and paid it off, and then said, "Put your new pre-order money towards Animal Crossing."
Damn.
Bao
Just
made the right
like
call.
them costumes, man. People out here being there.
Nah, yo, bro, still, Souls, I'm telling you, Souls, get your Akatsuki robe. Me, you, and Bao, this town shall know pain. Come on, bro.
running into people's
I'm
towns.
telling you, what I know of Animal Crossing, thanks to New Horizons, is you get to cosplay and be a shitty landlord.
Pretty much.
Like, is that it?
Sounds lit.
That's the game? I'm with it.
It's a whole lot of fun. Also, Shadow, what were you saying?
I was trying to say, what's so great about Animal? And like, I thought like if anybody in here has played like other Animal Crossing games, what is so different from them that makes this one stand out? So I don't get it. It seems like the same game.
So I
It's
think
quality of life changes.
I think
really.
I think as well as this one also has a very big focus on multiplayer, whereas the other ones, because of technical limitations or whatnot, I don't know how New Leaf was, but I know the previous ones on the Wii and the GameCube had no online multiplayer at all for obvious reasons. Whereas this one you can go share with your friends and whatnot. As well as I also think it has something to do with the Switch itself. It seems whatever old series Nintendo revives on the Switch, it comes back in a massive way. I would argue the Switch has some of the best versions of each Nintendo series. Like, a lot of people say Breath of the Wild is like one of the greatest Zelda games of all time. Mario Odyssey into the 3D Mario games is another really good take. What else did Nintendo put out? Yoshi's kind of hit and miss. Yoshi's kind of remained the same. I think Kirby Star Allies.
Buy Woolly World.
See, what do you mean like it remained the same? Because Animal Crossing seems to have remained the same as well. So what's the difference? Just
I think
Animal
the
Crossing is
difference
Animal
is-
Crossing?
I think the differences was at most Animal Crossings before the new one were kind of just remakes of the first one. So this is the one that was kind of like truly the most different one in like a different setting. And adding the online feature, you can have like more fun with your friends.
I just feel like Animal Crossing has reached that status of they can do whatever the hell they want. People are just gonna eat it up. I feel like if I play Animal Crossing, I feel like there's really not that much they improved. Like, sure, they may have did some quality of life changes, but it's like this is more or less the same game.
I think it's also because like they come out in such short like instances. It takes a while for the next one to come out. People want an Animal Crossing on every new system. Basically, they want to hold it in every new Nintendo system.
I definitely get what
Was
you're saying. What you're saying, Shadow, when you say it seems like they can do no wrong, everyone's just gonna buy it either way. But I don't think they release as many Animal Crossing games. Like, so I think we only have like 5 or 6 Animal Crossing games.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
It's like when they release one, they support it for like you get so much free content with what you purchase. That's probably another reason a lot of people really enjoy it. I don't when people say Nintendo, Pokemon comes to mind when you say they'll buy it and they can do no wrong, because it seems like Pokemon games, they really be putting those out every single year, whereas Animal Crossing, the last one, New Leaf, came out in like 2012, and they actually had a major update for the game like in 2016 before the Switch came out. So it's when you buy an Animal Crossing game, you commit to a long-term play session of sorts.
yeah,
Okay.
I'm just saying people having a lot of hours in those daggone games.
So my question is, what are you doing in Animal Crossing? Are you just like doing Sim City? Like, is that pretty much it? Like, what's going on there?
My routine is wake up, pick the fruit off my trees, store that fruit, talk to my villagers, and then when the time is right, take that fruit to other people's islands and sell it for triple the price.
You asshole.
What the freak?
Listen. Okay, listen. My debt to Tom Nook right now is 7,480 bells. Okay.
Damn.
And once you get a basement, your rent or your bill,
Basement.
your debt changes or goes to like 2.5 million bill or something like that.
So basically, Animal Crossing is teaching people how to live on.
Listen, the Keith crew put it the best way. Have you ever wanted to be in debt to a raccoon in a video game?
No.
I mean, they are thieves.
So I'm just questioning it. It's just there's no end game, right? It's just like continuously improve your island or something like that. And,
The end game would consist of when you feel like your island's perfect and you don't necessarily want to add anything else to it. But with that being said, through their free updates and even with the seasons changing, like you might be curious to see how your town looks during the winter time when there's snow everywhere, or through like right now there's the Easter event where you can make Easter appliances and stuff, and they look
I've
hideous.
seen people complain about eggs all over Twitter.
No, the eggs are everywhere. You hit a tree, egg comes out. You go to pick a fruit, egg comes out. There's a balloon in the sky, there's an egg. You go fishing, you fish out an egg. You dig a hole, there's an egg in that hole. There's eggs everywhere. I'm just so tired. I'm so tired of these eggs. I think the 12th.
I've been seeing. I'm like, bro, what's so bad about these eggs? Like, I don't get it. It's like, it's just eggs. Can't y'all sell these or some shit?
Y'all don't want the eggs?
Bro, I don't want these damn eggs.
Make you a breakfast if you got all them eggs.
I might be alone in thinking that the egg, like the new egg features, like the new egg furniture and stuff, looks like garbage. But I'm just not a fan of it. Like you can make like an egg onesie and you can walk around looking like an egg. I will stick to my Akatsuki robe.
People well, I forgot. I seen one girl doing like an OnlyFans thing for a QR or
Yes,
code
yes.
for Animal Crossing.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Repeat that.
Yeah.
Let's talk
What's
about
going on with
How does
people?
that work?
You can make anything on Animal Crossing, I guess.
Listen. I saw somebody.
The hustle's
I
real.
I saw an OnlyFans girl take Animal Crossing bells for pics, dude.
Yes.
Right?
bells.
Well, I forgot. I seen one
Legit
girl
bells.
doing like an OnlyFans
Bells for pics,
thing
bro.
for-
That's the currency. That's one of the forms of currency in Animal Crossing.
You down with that?
I remember the first week New Horizons came out. I saw a lewd artist on Twitter, and she's like, "Yo, fuck it, yo, I'm selling these lewd Animal Crossing designs in New Horizons, like $1 a piece. DM me for details." And it was like a detailed like image of like Isabelle Cucci, and I was like, "This is." And then she's like,
to your island, they see all that, right?
"Yes, they do, and you can't hide it under your bed."
Oh my! So little Timmy playing it on his big screen TV and his
Yo, okay, wait, hold on, wait. Okay, so I have a story about that. So I'm a great guy.
You're a great
And
guy, right?
I went to my manager's island. She knows me. She knows what I'm about. She's a fantastic woman. So on Animal Crossing, you can write on people's boards however many times as you want. So I ran up to her board and I was like, what should I write on my manager's board? Anime titties. Boom. So I wrote that and I left. And then I asked her about, because she never talked to me about it. So I asked her about it, and I was like, "Yo, did you ever actually like see what I wrote on the board?" She's like, "Oh, you mean when you wrote anime titties?" Yeah, my kid plays this game, so I had to erase that. And I was like, you know, if this was any other manager, my job would be gone. But I am lucky.
Wow.
Lucky, don't even describe it.
She said something like, "Yeah, no, my kids play on my island, and I don't want to have to explain to them what anime titties mean."
I had to. No, never mind.
So I told her when her kid's in like legal in like 10 years, I'll show them the ropes. And she said, "Please don't."
Hey, yo, someone come get they man. He bugging out.
So I think that's basically all we had to say about our weeks and whatnot. So moving right into these topics. It's been a little bit. We missed basically the entire month of March. Newtype said keep it relevant, so I had to trim some of the fat in some of these topics. But Reggie has joined the GameStop board of directors. My man had 100% Nintendo, and now he's going on to New Game Plus with GameStop. We're trying to see he's on nightmare mode right now because it's going to take a lot of work to save that company. But what do y'all think about Reggie joining?
I don't think you can do anything about it. I'm
That's
pretty
what I'm
real.
saying.
honest.
I feel like this is like some type of like business power move or something like that on his end. Like he's investing in stocks or something like that. Maybe he can just get it to move just a little bit and he'll make a lot of money. I can't see him going to the company and changing.
Yeah, like it feels like if he's going out of his way to like announce that he's the one going to be like the head of it, it has to be something like self-beneficial for him.
Yeah, like I don't see him doing anything but now that I'm involved with this company, we're getting this. Like, it's not something major, but it's something that's beneficial to him, and people probably look into it just because it's Reggie and not because it's GameStop. Like, I don't know. They changed their policy on used games, and people are like, well, I mean, if Reggie talked about it, then I guess I could look into that.
Like,
Something weird.
next thing you know, Reggie's gonna start doing GameStop door.
Bro, can you imagine? I'm telling you, if they play their cards right and they actually just lead with Reggie, because Reggie is well known in the gaming atmosphere. I mean, I don't think they have to rebrand to like Reggie Stop, but
I mean, if they do, I'm just saying, man.
or hear me out. So like on the GameStop highlight reels, you can actually just have Reggie narrating those things.
You know what? I also
I'm with
gotta realize too, like this is a real bad timing because of the whole coronavirus thing and how they have to close down all the GameStop stores, and then like it's got extended for like another month now. So I don't know if GameStop can survive, not having their storefronts open.
Actually, recently, there are some GameStop locations that are reopening.
For real?
Yeah,
Is that only in Canada?
No. EB Games is staying closed for the foreseeable future. I won't talk
okay.
about that on stream. I get you some info later. But right now, GameStop said they're reopening some stores. I think they said they closed. GameStop closed like 300 stores or something like that recently. And the reason for that was apparently, I'm not American, so I don't know how true this is, but apparently there was a GameStop like roughly on every block, and there was just too many of them, so they were in the long run not profiting as much as they could be. So they're trying they're trying to downsize now, as opposed to like, so they can actually have, because I mean, if you oversaturate yourself, then you're gonna be paying
Stretch
more.
yourself thin.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, you're gonna be paying more for.
Yeah. I mean,
A
I
lot
can
of
believe it though, because literally if you go to any Walmart, then you'll see a GameStop there. Any shopping center, you'll see a GameStop.
But the difference between like,
I have a GameStop like 10 minutes from me, and then I have a 20-minute bus ride to another one, which is just a little bit further out from it. And I'm just like, why are y'all so close?
Right? They're like 7-Elevens.
I feel like
there's literally a 7-Eleven across it, like two of them across each side of the street where I'm at.
Like, damn.
I feel like the only companies that can get away with having their stores that close together is like fast food joints, because if there's a house near a McDonald's, that person's gonna go to that McDonald's at least twice a week.
Yeah. Like, literally, there's a fucking Subway's right across the street from me. Like, it's right next to the Chinese restaurant. I'm just like, wow, I never thought I'd actually have choices. That's crazy.
Wait, is that the Subway where you go to get your sandwich with the extra mayo and they never do?
I'm gonna actually slap you. No.
No?
That was a bodega.
Okay, never mind.
It was
Alright.
a bodega. They weren't even listening that day. Like,
Hey, bro, extra mayo. What's that? You said no mayo? Got you, bro.
Like,
Nah,
I've
it's all
been
about
to
that
that
sweet
sandwich
onion
and
sauce, bro.
I tasted nothing but dry ass bread and meat and cheese, and I'm like, where the fuck's the mayonnaise at?
If you go to Subway, you gotta get the sweet onion sauce. I don't care what nobody's.
I have not tried that, and I'm gonna have to, because on Wednesday, your boy can start eating food again.
Hey.
Smother it.
So you want me to?
Smother
So
it.
you want me to send you some? So you trying to have me send you some curry?
Bro, yo, bro. Yo, I'm gonna thank you, but I got Jamaican curry here. My mom was already making some chicken, so it's gonna be good.
Oh shit!
Hey, you been eating them
We out here?
patties?
Bro, yo, Jamaica patties are great. Although my siblings and Lamb have been devouring them, but I haven't been getting any because I can't eat them right now.
Oh, I feel bad for you, my man.
Bro, it's terrible, especially when you look at your family sit down to eat like a steak, and you're like, oh, can I swallow that?
Like, let me just get a little bit.
Yo, hey, we got a blender. Y'all can put that in the blender. For the
You know,
record,
like that movie Star Kid. Anybody ever seen Star Kid?
Star Kid.
Nah.
Where the little
think I
boy
have.
gets inside like that suit, like kind of like a Guyver suit, and he goes to get a cheeseburger, right? And the suit doesn't open, so it says, "Okay, I can't open, but I can give it to you like this." So he grinds up the burger and then puts it into a little ball. And he eats it.
Oh no.
see, contrary to popular belief, they taste it tastes as bad as it looks. Blended up food does not taste good. I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it with you.
I'm not surprised.
I had
see
some
smoothies, man.
I had some ground beef, some beans and white rice, and a blender, and it tasted like watery salt.
Yeah.
Gross.
It wasn't very
You might
good,
as well have just drank salt water at that point.
bro. I was at that point too. I was mouthwashing with salt water.
You glad you didn't have a cut in your mouth when that happened? Ooh.
That bacon soda.
Oh. Either way, moving on. So Reggie joins GameStop. I think we've all said our piece. That's interesting. We'll see. We'll see where this goes. I think this can only help GameStop. I don't think there's anything negative with Reggie joining. I don't think Reggie's gonna go there and clean them out and leave. Not in his personality. I think he also said Reggie says the gaming industry needs a healthy GameStop or something like that. So from what that sounds like to me, it sounds like Reggie grew up with GameStop, and that was kind of an inspiration to him in some way, possibly. Could be a stretch, but I think Reggie has some sort of fondness for the company. So we'll see. We'll see if we can nurture this ugly duckling back to health. E3 has been canceled due to the ongoing pandemic, which leads me to our next question. Do we think that industry events, like big in-person, hands-on events, are needed moving forward, specifically E3? We can start with Sosuke.
I believe they are, but not like in such a mass degree. I always hear like stories from like YouTubers, like example Maximilian, dude. Bandai Namco called him and like I think 5 other people up to play Soul Calibur 6 early before it came out, and it was a decent amount of people to talk about it, capture footage, and get it out there. Especially when it's like big names. I feel like they're needed, but not as big as E3. Like dial it back just a little bit, and it should be fine. Nothing like super major, but not in where it's like it's one person who isn't even interested in the game to play it, and then they're like, well, shit, this didn't work out. No traction. Like, it could be worse.
All right, Evan.
Now, this is really interesting because with PlayStation trying to utilize more of like their state of like they put more emphasis on the state of play stuff every year, at least in little tiny increments. Not that they're like huge deals in like when it comes to our perspective necessarily, but I feel like Nintendo with their directs really changed the game and how companies like them are able to present information that we want to want to be updated on, especially when when they don't, especially I think it's fitting for Nintendo given the fact that like for a year like this one, even earlier before the pandemic really started getting like crazy out of control, we didn't know about a majority of when a lot of the large titles for the Switch were even going to come out this year. And like that's really what events like this are for. Like a lot of the time, it's publication. It's opportunities for developers to put themselves on a platform for the public. And because E3 has been such a big deal for a long time, it kind of carries a lot of weight to it. But by the same token, the companies have existed for longer. So if they want to put out individual presentations for games that they want to put out on their consoles, I feel like that's an equally as large, if not, like that's equally as large a platform in my opinion. If that makes any sense. If they wanted to do it at like a State of Play, a Nintendo Direct, or we're gonna get into this later, but or like a IGN partnered collaboration, depending on with the Summer of Gaming event that's happening in June.
Okay, all right. New type. How do you feel?
I don't know. I think that they're trying way too big in order to show off, like, in order to sell you a product, right? So, how should I say this? I think the way to go is like more like how Nintendo does it with like their directs. They present you a game that you otherwise would have never heard of in a kind of digestible way. While in E3, they just kind of just casually talk about it, but don't have anything to really show. So really, if they want to push forward, I don't really think E3 is needed anymore. I think just do it the way Nintendo does it with their directs and just put it out every once in a while when you have some major things to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right, that makes sense. Souls?
So, I think when we were like, okay, so E3, we all know it's a really exciting time of the year that we all. However, a lot of us, we aren't really going there. We watch it online. I mean, we would like to go there, but at the same time, when you hear about all the crowds, the hustle and bustle, and especially if you're just a consumer that's not really like a big YouTuber, like you don't really have any personal gain from going there, it doesn't really seem that enticing. And a lot of it is kind of nostalgia. You know, when we were kids, we were looking forward to it, but as you get older, I feel like you guys said, the directs that they've been putting out, if you can get an E3 kind of like those, I think that'll be just as satisfying, because a lot of the times when these major conferences are put on stage and by a script, it's like it can be disorganized, and it can be a lot of time wasting. So if they can do directs, like get straight to the point, and you know they're going to have to do that this year, especially because of the whole coronavirus incident, I think that this will just be that pushing like that tip over the iceberg that will just show them that they don't have to waste that much money in putting all these big events together, because that is a lot of money that they use to put these together just to they are trying to sell us stuff, but I think it's gotten to a traditional point where they're not even selling stuff, they're just doing it for the commemoration of, you know, an annual E3. But yeah, I think that this is just that breaking point that we kind of needed but wasn't ready for, to go to the all digital age for E3. So I don't know. I think that, you know, this was going to happen sooner or later.
All right, fair. Shadow, what are your thoughts?
Well, we all laughed at Nintendo way back in the day when they decided to pull out E3 to do the directs, and now look at us now. We like hindsight 2020. Now that it was like the most smartest move now. Yeah, it's just easy to do those type of Nintendo Direct style things. You can control the narrative completely. You can make sure your game is shown, and then you know it's not buggy or glitchy or anything. I would love to go E3 at least once, and I really wish I went way back in the day so I can go to all three conferences.
Right.
Like, imagine me being there when Final Fantasy VII Remake was. I would have went crazy. But it seems that time has passed for the most part, and I don't think E3 is going to die. It's definitely going to be less prevalent over the years. Maybe Sony might pull out indefinitely for the most part, and then Microsoft will probably just try to be the only one there so they can have their own little presence, I guess. But I think eventually they'll pull out as well, because again, it costs less to do a direct style thing than it is to spend like millions of dollars for floor space, hiring employees, booth babes, and whatever have you.
You think booth babes?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
so it's just easy. It's just much easier to do it that way. It sucks that all these things are getting canceled. And it was inevitable.
Plus, you don't have that awkward moment where I hate it when the developers try to do a joke or try to say something and wait for the audience to react.
And no one laughs.
Yeah.
And then they're all just sitting there quiet, like, come on, guys, throw them a bone.
Yo, remember
the
Bethesda hype guy?
Conference where that one guy was just extra loud for no reason.
Yeah.
I guess I don't miss those moments, but they were also super cringy.
That guy had to have been
It's
paid.
like you laugh, but then you feel the pain after.
Yeah.
Well, they got all those videos on YouTube with the E3 fails and like top 10 E3 most disappointing moments. Like those are gone now. So
Yeah, pretty much.
See, and E3 also gave us what's that girl's name? Ikumi?
Kumi Nakamura.
Yeah. E3 gave us that.
I'm still waiting for her game.
I mean, it took us
I need another
13
trailer
years
for
to get that, so.
Well, I mean, I just meant recently. Listen.
that. Oh, what do you mean? Met her recently?
I said I just mean recently.
I
Settle down there, Captain. In terms of how I feel about E3, I think from what I've heard from a lot of interviews and stuff, E3 is hella pricey for both press, just for anyone involved, because you got to pay, like the company's got to pay for spaces, and Nintendo always gets a really big space so they can decorate it specifically. I think it's cool to say like you've been, but I think those could be easier done at like conventions like PAX East, PAX South, like the PAX, like something on a lower key scale you don't have to like shell out tons and tons of money for. And as much as I love E3, I don't think I'd ever go to E3. I'm quite content just watching the events at home. And so long as there's still something every year moving forward in June to give us the gaming information we need, Nintendo and Sony are doing their own things, but it seems Microsoft is the one that really heavily relies on E3 to get their announcements out, because they don't really have any other form of way to do it unless they want to do some sort of Xbox Direct or something. I mean, hey, they might as well jump in if Sony's already...
Wait. Didn't they say they were going to do something called like inside Xbox?
Inside the box?
Yeah, like something like that.
I don't know. That sounds great, but I don't know if Phil Spencer's actually on board.
Oh, I swear I heard something about that.
Who knows? Maybe the Series X will mark a change in the way they market their things.
Yes, tall GameCube. My
yeah.
I think it's called the game rectangle.
Listen. You know that Microsoft cannot name anything unless it has the word Xbox in it. Xbox 360, Xbox One, Xbox Series X, Xbox. Just wait for it.
I mean, it's smart for like marketing, so people just know you're in the Xbox equals. Trying to be like Apple.
That's a sneaky marketing, because you'd be like, hey, I want an Xbox. Oh, we gonna give you the most expensive one.
I am looking very forward to the holiday season when old ladies come to the store and say, my son's looking for an Xbox. Oh, is he? Oh. Well, let me tell you, Gran. So the Xbox Series X's, these are the newest ones. These are the ones he wants. They're going for $7.99 right now. How would you like one? Well, it's a bit pricey. Isn't there anything else? Nope. All right. I guess I'll go with that one.
You take what I give you.
First of all, this is all we got. Second of all, please.
But hey, apparently E3 2021 has been confirmed for like June like 13th to like 21st or something like that of next year. So E3 seems to think it's not going anywhere. So we'll see how that pans out.
They think until all three major companies are doing their own thing.
I don't see Nintendo and Microsoft ever. Like, Microsoft can't really leave, and Nintendo, if they really want to, they would, but I think Nintendo enjoys putting up their displays and such. So Sony's probably just like, nah, bro, nah. You wouldn't let us have fun with The Last of Us 2? Nah, bro.
What a shame.
Okay, moving forward. Persona 5 The Royal is out, but Atlas is asking fans if they want to see 5 come to the West. Now, Sosuke, you've been playing Royal. That's what I said.
What you mean
S.
5 come to the West? No, I heard you say 5.
I said 5S.
Yeah, you said 5. You just said 5.
Nah, you just said
listen. Yo, Persona 5 would be great if it came to the West, bro. I'm telling you.
That's great. I don't think it'll happen.
So Sosuke, how are you liking Royal?
I am loving this. It feels like, first of all, the load times are damn near non-existent compared to the original. And with my dying PS4, like, I tried to go back and play the original, and that loading time between Kamoshida and opening the door was atrocious. I was just like, yeah, no, I really love this game, but I'm not playing it again on this. But Royal, it's smooth, fast. The new mechanics, like the disaster shadows, are really opens up gameplay a lot more. It feels good to just sit there and fuse a bunch of personas and then walk into a fight and get your shit rocked by a random critical because Merciless hates it. Yeah, this game actually feels like Merciless feels harder than original Merciless, which is weird because it's the same difficulty. Like, I wasn't expecting that. But,
so there's like a lot of nice quality of life features.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They added.
Social links feel like they go up much faster. The social stats feel like they go up much faster.
Oh, really? The
Back
social
to back?
Yeah.
Like, back to back, I got like Ryuji from rank 2 to 4 in only a couple of days, and I was
Dang.
well, damn, son.
So y'all gonna be evolving them personas fast, huh?
Bro, I am one rank away from Titan Taisei. I'm the first week of June.
Right there. Well, like, that's everything moving fast, and I'm just like, I like this. I like it a lot.
I mean, you kind of would want that though, right? If you already know what all the social links are
Yeah.
from the original.
From what I heard, there's like slight changes in dialogue here and there, but
The
bother me.
As someone who played 5 back in over the summer for the first time, that all stuff is so fresh in my head. The only new things to existing social links that they didn't change is like at the end of a social link, you'll get a phone call from the person you were talking to, and that's all new content. But for the most part, it's all the same. Like Ryuji's social link is identical to what it was before, with the exception of the phone calls afterwards, just to add a little bit more personality. And I think I don't know if Takemi's like script for social link is the exact same because she's got a new voice actress. But at the same time, that social link isn't voiced entirely, so I'd imagine it's probably also the same.
It has to be.
Evan, do you play Persona?
Well, all right. How do I put this? I've played about. I'm like a lazy backlog gamer, so I can say that I put about an hour and a half into Persona 5. But I'm somewhat. I at least have an idea of what a couple of the other Persona games are about because I watched with a couple of friends. I watched all of the Persona 3 movies and the entirety of the Persona 4 anime adaptation, including that
Golden.
including Golden, yeah. So like I definitely understand Persona. I'm just not as familiar with it as I'd like to be.
Oh, okay.
But from what I hear, Royal's got some good shit in there.
Evan.
Would you consider picking it up?
I technically already own Persona 5, and I feel like...
No, you don't. You own Persona 5. You don't own Persona 5 Royal. Okay, let's get that one thing clear right back. Right?
Fair enough. But I guess for now, my answer would be no. But that's just because of my personal lack of investment in the franchise as of right now. But that could change, given time. We'll see.
All right. New type. Have you dived in Royal yet? I know you platinumed the base game.
I have not. I might pick it up soon. I might not. We'll see how things go, since I have to pay for something soon for class. So we'll see.
I thought you were
I'm
say,
excited to. Looking forward to it.
thought you were gonna say I have to buy my best buddy Blake something for his birthday. But anyway, so Souls. Are you? I know you were on the fence because you said a lot of the content looked the same, but are you still kind of hesitant to pick up Royal, or are you looking more towards it?
I'm actually going to order it because I really want a physical one. It's going to be hard to do in these day and age, but
You still want physical? Why have
yes,
you
I
gone?
do. I
Well,
want
why?
physical.
Listen. The launch edition is the launch edition steelbook. All the launch editions are steelbook.
Yes. Plus, I like to have physical value in my collection, just in case I want to sell it.
Man.
Sell this.
Have you sold any of your games
want that
at all? Like I know you got
No.
PS2 games. Have you sold them yet?
Oh no, I did sell my PS3 and PS2 collection, and it really hurt when I look back at my old pics of everything I had. It really does.
Yeah, when they were doing the PS5 information and they said no backwards compatibility for PS2 and 3, Souls was like, oh, good. Oh.
Yo, okay, so there's only a few games I've kept for the PS3, and that's the Tales of Exilia, because I have the big collector's edition, like both the boxes on those,
Excellent.
and some Ninja Gaiden games and a few other JRPGs. But
No
the
Bloody
ones I still
Roar?
like- Actually, yeah, I do still have Bloody Roar.
There you go, okay, that's what I thought.
Bloody Roar was on PS3?
No, not on PS3, on PS2.
Oh. I'm about to say,
But
because I heard you mention Exilia and Ninja Gaiden. I'm
Oh,
just like,
yeah.
Bloody Roar. Wait, that wasn't on HD consoles.
But yeah, I ordered Royale. I'm just waiting for it to get here. It's just taking a little bit longer than normal, unfortunately.
All right. Shadow, I know you haven't been playing Royal. I mean, why would you be playing
still got
Royal?
Nocturne to beat.
Exactly. You playing that Nocturne? You playing Resident Evil 3 right now? But if you were,
Final Fantasy 9,
bro, I mean,
Nah, man.
Yeah,
if you
Still
were
got Final Fantasy IX.
if you were playing that Persona 5 Royal, how would you be liking it right now?
I'd probably be I'd be liking it a lot right about now. I'm not gonna lie, a lot of the things are the same for the most part. You know, there are some things peppered throughout. Like there are new areas in the dungeons and palaces and whatnot for the grappling hook, and it's pretty cool. And I'm like, okay, the grappling hook is a nice little, I guess you could say, showy grandstand office thing to make dungeons seem a little bit more dynamic.
Yeah.
It's whatever. You also got the challenge battles, which are actually pretty cool. You can get those right off the bat, even though like you
gonna die.
you're gonna die if you go for the higher one. So it's
I
crazy.
tried fighting Narukami.
Yeah, I did. I tried fighting both of them, Narukami and the other guy, and I just lost. I was like, all right, let me just lose real quick. Yeah. For Mementos, you got this little kid going around collecting flowers. Look at the flowers, and Walking Dead, But yeah, that's pretty cool. Like when you run into that kid, you give him flowers. He can increase the drop rate of items in Mementos. He can increase how much experience you gain and money. That's a pretty cool thing to add to that because I heard a lot of people thought Memento boring, so this gives it like
I don't know where that came from. I never found it boring at all.
yeah, I just found it like the same as any other Persona
Dungeon,
game. Yeah, it was like Persona 3 Tartarus.
See, I think people who find Mementos boring have not played any other Persona game.
Yeah, that's probably why. Yeah, that's a good. What else? I haven't gotten to like the new team attacks just yet. Follow-up attacks. I just got Madarame done. It's been going pretty slow with progress as of late because I had to work the whole week and Resident Evil came out, so I should be playing that. But it's really good so far right now, and like was said already, it's going at a much faster pace. I'm seeing, with the social links, you gain like one more chance to get like, I guess you could say affection points for them after you go on a hangout. So that's pretty good. That'll make things go a lot faster, even if you're playing on hard difficulties. I was gonna play on merciless, and now I was gonna play on hard. No, I think I started the game on hard, and I said, you know what, this is my like new game plus. I'll throw this down and eat normal and just pretty quick because I already played the game on PS5. I beat it on merciless.
PS5.
I mean, PS5.
Yo!
Wow, I'm already in next gen. My bad.
So you know somebody in Sony.
Yeah. But yeah, I platinum the game on PS4, so yeah, whatever. So I just said forget about it. But it was way too easy on normal, so I just upped it to hard. But hearing about Merciless, I was like, well, what's going on there? Like, there are random crits? Is that what I'm understanding?
Wait, nah, enemies have higher crit rate. You do 3 times damage and take 3 times damage on weaknesses. Crits also have that applied to them.
That sounds like Nocturne.
See,
You love it. You love it, Shadow.
I ain't gotta go through all that. I already know I could do it. I already beat the Velvet Twins on Merciless.
I guess that title is mine.
Nah, please. I already got to do that. I could easily do that. No problem.
I'm not in a rush to go back to it just because, like, I know there's a lot of new content, like with what's her name, but I'm still not in a rush to go back to 5.
Kasumi?
I don't know why. Kasumi, yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, it is. Yeah, like I said, it's largely the same. You get some new things peppered throughout, like the boss battles as well with Kamoshida. They added an extra thing to it where Mishima and the Shiho girl, they showed up. Spoilers, I'm sorry. But
that shit made me uncomfortable.
I was
Which
like,
one?
Both of them showing up in that fight. I was just like, I feel wrong.
Like, Shiho needs to be playable. That's right.
When I saw Shiho, I was just like, oh no, don't make me. She's weak to fire. Hey, I'm gonna need you to do me one little thing.
I was like, when I used Augie on her the first time, I smelt burning flesh in my room. It was terrible.
Oh no.
I was like, too bad, you dead. But hey, you tried to take your life before, right? Now.
That ain't right.
That ain't right.
What was it? People saw Shiho in the post-game trailers for Royal before it was out, and they're like, yo, can we romance and bang her? And I was like, you are all not okay. Nah, y'all going to hell for that.
She should have been playable.
Alone. Her and Hifumi, but...
Bro, Hifumi was set up, bro.
Oh, yeah, chest plague. Surely.
Yeah, man.
She could probably be like another... What you call it? Same thing as Futaba.
Useless?
Watch your mouth.
Wow.
So I think that's basically what we had to say about Royal. But Atlas is asking if fans want to see Scramble localized.
That is kind of scary that they didn't already know that be localized.
See,
like, why do they have to
is
have
there a
that?
single Persona? I don't even know. No, is there a single SMT game that was Japan exclusive? There probably is.
Shin Megami Tensei 9, Shin Megami Tensei If, Shin Megami Tensei...
Yeah, that's a whole bunch.
Okay, but
Spiral
Persona
Nemesis.
though, like we got Persona 1, 2, 3, 4, all the Q1s, all the dancing games.
I think what happened was that
all the Persona stuff got over here.
Yeah, well, I think what happened was Scramble didn't sell that well in Japan, so they figure it's not going to do that well here as well.
They're
So
like,
they
that's
know the
cool.
interest. That's why. That's probably why it is.
Those
It's
are
so-
girls are like, they wanted to compare its sales to like something like dancing, and it was just like,
Yeah,
But it's so weird for them to like have to even ask that. Like,
yeah.
they never asked if a game. Like, when was the last time they didn't localize a game?
Well, I guess it's because it's like it's such a spin-off title. It's a Warriors game, so people aren't that interested in Warrior game. I guess.
That's crazy.
But-
People they assume people would like dancing more than warrior, like action combat.
That's true. I mean, I don't like dancing at all. I didn't even at all. Unless
Yeah.
it's both for like $20, I might get it. Then again,
I did play I finally sat down and played the demos to the dancing games, and they weren't bad.
Give it
Five, I think,
time.
was better than
Give it
three.
time. They're gonna port the dancing games to the Switch. Give it time.
they probably will.
I see it when I see it.
Surprised they haven't. That'll be the only games y'all get.
That's all right. It's that Scramble.
Overall, I think S would do great over here. I think what a lot of people don't understand is that Scramble is a direct sequel, like it's the next chapter of Persona 5, and whenever they get around to doing 5 Ultimax, because the Ultimax isn't normally canon. Whenever they get around doing that, it'll likely take place after Scramble because they'll want to have Wolf in there.
It'll take place after Scramble with like little bits of Royal, like how in Persona 4 Arena. Oh, Golden wasn't out yet, but then Persona 4 Arena Ultimax. So like, oh, Marie was busy with being an anchor woman on the news. That's why
Yeah.
she wasn't around in Arena. Me, okay.
I'm wondering because I don't think Crow and Kasumi are in Scramble.
Nah,
they're
they
not.
they
So-
lift them up.
Is it a sequel to?
Vanilla.
Okay,
Yeah, vanilla.
because my first instinct was they could just
I mean,
add
they
them.
could be DLC.
I was saying they could be DLC, and then they could just make up some excuse like, "Hey, Crow was cawing somewhere, and Kasumi
he
was,
was,
dancing."
He was checking his perm. Let's go with that.
Was
Wait,
like
Wait, Crow, you guys meet Akechi, right?
Yeah.
yeah. Do
Spoilers?
you know
Yes.
if he's in Scramble?
Well, no, I don't know if he's in
No.
Scramble, but he
No.
I don't
can't
know anything
be in.
about that. Well, we haven't gotten far enough in Royal yet.
Okay.
Royal apparently changes things, and I'm just like,
Spoilers. Let's keep it spoiler free.
Yeah, let me stop. Yeah, God.
What was I saying? So yeah, Scramble. If you're watching this, if you're one of the 2 viewers in the chat right now, Atlas, you should localize Scramble.
yeah, we would love.
Especially if they find some way later down the line to like add DLC for like the Persona 3 and 4 characters.
Let me
Just
play.
saying.
Let me play as Narukami in a Muso style game. You can have my future child. You can show up and name them.
Can we find some way?
Name them.
Can we find some way to take the 3 protagonists out of the door, or
Elizabeth used to be like, "Hey, I figured it out."
Look, so yeah, it took like 30 years, but
I mean, but just imagine how cool Thanatos would look in.
oh my god!
I was hoping they would like fix that in like Persona 5, Persona Ultimax or something like that, but they didn't.
Yeah.
The next
Yeah.
one.
They got it out too.
Apparently, a lot of hardcore Persona 3 fans are like, "No, leave him in the door. It's a perfect end to his story." But don't y'all actually love this character?
I know, right? Why would you just want him back? Just
Because
bring
like,
him back.
I see them saying it'd be nice to see him in some spin-off content, and then the minute you mention, "What if he was in this spin-off?" they lose their mind and say, "No, his story is done. It'll ruin him completely." Y'all don't make any sense.
y'all here sound like Melee fans? Damn. So I think we've said basically all we need to about Scramble. We all want it. It would be great. Atlas, the music in Scramble is great. The Rivers in the Desert remix is fantastic. Last Surprise is tolerable. It's great. Moving on. So Nier Replicant has been announced. I can't talk a whole lot about this because I don't know what I'm doing. So I'm going to pass the mic over to New Type because he seems to be the big Nier fan in the chatter. So New Type, take it away. What is Replicant? Why should we be excited?
So Replicant is the out here in the West we got Gestalt, which was a westernized version of Replicant, because they didn't think that a young anime-looking boy would sell well out here in the West. So they made him an old, grumpy old man.
Seven.
Grumpy old ugly man.
I know, right?
Final Fantasy
So-
7.
When they did make him an old, grumpy man, they also changed some stuff to the story and basically kind of change it up a bit so that it's more tolerable for a Western audience. So with Replicant, they are gonna redub it, remaster it, and we're gonna get the original story to Replicant. And
Yeah, more Laura Bailey cursing.
more Laura Bailey cursing. So I think everyone's gonna reprise the role except for the main protagonist since he's a youngin. I don't know who's gonna do it. I kind of want Johnny Young Bosch because it'd just be kind of funny.
Yeah, they
Yes.
probably should.
More Johnny on Bosch. It's been too long.
Although if they do remake it, the one thing I would say they would definitely really need to fix is the fucking combat.
I'm gonna
bad?
sit here and press triangle, and my spear is gonna kill everything.
So
Sound
in,
like Final Fantasy 15.
I wasn't gonna say
Yeah.
it, but
No, like it had a light and heavy attack, but the combat was just.
okay, so you had like 3 different kinds of weapons. You had a heavy weapon, light weapon, and then a spear. All other weapons were pretty much useless except for the spear, which can pretty much 2-shot almost any enemy in the game. So you just spam that throughout the entire thing and just win. You also have magic, but magic wasn't as useful.
I hope they make Kaine playable.
So yeah,
Mm.
they're also making like a
Someone's wrong.
mobile game.
a
that
near,
has to
a
do
near
with
mobile game?
Kaine. Yeah, it's a near mobile game. I forgot what it's called.
I'll get my wallet.
I don't
Need
know
my
what it's about.
5-star 2B.
I don't know what it's gonna be about, but it has to do something with Kaine.
You say Kanye?
Kaine. So I know you've seen that clip of the girl who's just cursing up a storm.
Oh yeah. Freaking Laura Bailey, yeah.
Yep.
Didn't the
They'll
whole
have to do
game
something
start with her cursing?
It's the
Yes.
the intro trailer.
Yeah, 'cause
I
I
love
played
it.
it. I didn't beat it, but I played it because as soon as they gave me one fetch quest, I got so bored.
You're just like, nah.
It's definitely a game you have to like get into, but it's definitely
Yeah.
worth it.
I hope they would have Platinum handle the combat this time because.
Well, I
That
hope
would
it's
be
just
nice.
I hope it's just as good as Automata. That's all I ask.
Yeah.
Same here.
So yeah, I hope everyone gives it a chance because I really like the original.
All right. Do we have any other near fans in the call?
Not really. I mean, like, I play Automata. I've been like people have been telling me to play the original Neo on PS3.
Don't.
It never interested me. So maybe with this one, I might actually play it and see the light, so to speak, on Nier.
Yo, when this was announced, people was having like some second coming vibes. They were
Right?
saying this was like was changing their lives.
Seriously, and I was like,
saw
yeah,
that, I
this
was
is not
like,
that much.
yo, I'm with it.
But we'll see about it.
Yeah.
They'll have to improve the combat because I guess the combat would have to be different. You got a different character, and the frame rate has got to be way better than what.
Oh yeah, there were some
talk
parts
about
where it like chugged
Yeah, so
pretty bad.
there's no
Pretty
excuse to
sure I heard
suffer.
my PS3 screaming while playing that game. Already a bad console. Don't kill it further.
Hmm.
All right, Evan, do you are you a near fan or do you just do the near raids in Final Fantasy 14?
AIDS, so you know.
Hey mom, can we have Hero Automata? We have Hero
Automata,
Automata
hope.
14 reads.
No, but I'm definitely I'm in progress with my first playthrough of the game, and it's pretty great so far. I am really enjoying it. I got onto the train late as fuck, but I saw that it was on sale, and I was like, oh, word? Let me hop on this right quick. So after I play this game, I'm actually kind of interested in seeing what this release of Nier will do for me. I'm very curious to see how it's going to turn out, but I'm actually not looking too deep into it because I don't know what it is with certain re-releases of old games, but they don't care about spoilers that much in trailers most of the time, so I'm trying to
They
kind of
don't
keep my
care about
distance and
spoilers
go
for
in
any
blind
game.
as fuck.
Remember the Kingdom Hearts 3 trailers? Where they just kept showing you the end of the game? And I was just
Okay,
like,
but
"You
we
what, I'm
didn't
done."
know that then, and it was
No,
and
I
it was
knew
new.
because it felt like this is this is the final battle type shit. And then there was that trailer called Final Battle.
Ah, okay, that's fair. But that was a new game. This is an old game. People probably, it's an old game.
Careful.
Expectations are different.
Though, and
It's an older game.
If
It
it's
didn't
old.
come out in a.
There
It's
probably
a-
will
it's
be
an
a lot
older
of
game.
spoilers if you look up anything about the game.
Yeah,
See?
just don't look up anything. Don't even listen to music for the game because YouTube might hit you with the. So you want to see this video by Valkyrie Aurora that explains every single plot detail about this game?
That's what I'm afraid of, right
so
there.
that raises an interesting point though, because a lot of people will say, specifically about like the Final Fantasy VII remake, they're like, the game's like 20 years old. If you don't know it now, why are you interested in it? So on and so forth. So when a game gets announced for a remake, does that automatically ban spoilers for it if you played the original? Because I feel like a lot of people.
Here's the difference between Nier and Final Fantasy VII. Hardly anybody played Nier.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
This is true.
Final
Yeah,
Fantasy VII be like, yo,
it wasn't until Automata until the series got actually really popular.
thanks, 2B.
I mean, from what you said, Blake, it's pretty much the rule now. If it has a remake, yeah, you gotta stop yourself from doing spoilers. But I don't give a damn. I'm gonna say whatever hell I want. It's an old game. Like Final Fantasy VII, I don't give a damn. That's like 20 years old. You should have played it. Resident Evil 3, same case. I don't give a damn anymore. Okay, so I'm just gonna spoil the game. I really don't care. You should have played it.
I mean, the game's box spoils it for you. Nemesis is in the game.
Oh yeah, it's
Spoilers.
spoiler.
I'm so sorry, new type.
But yeah, but all jokes aside, I guess I could. A lot of people play the job. So if you just say that what's her name dies, then it's kind of.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I who?
Stop that.
I really want them to do that for just the remake. It's to like completely
That'd be
curve.
so
He
cruel.
died.
That'd be so cruel.
Aerith lives.
All you hear is a mass recall for everyone's copies of Final Fantasy VII. Remake.
Yo, they do that. I'm so done. I'm done with Square Enix. That's a dumb thing. The only thing I can see them doing is like omitting a death, or maybe making it so that you could still play with this person even after this particular thing happened. Yeah.
We shall see.
I have not played anything near. I'm familiar with Drakengard 3. Love that game. I saw Bao do a playthrough of it, and I was really into it.
You love Drakengard.
I like
3?
the.
Why?
Okay, listen. That is one of my favorite soundtracks for a game. All right, that is in like my top 10. I blast that stuff every day. All right, the Drakengard music
Never
is
played
great.
it, but he certainly loved that
You ain't
playthrough.
heard Duels
Listen.
of the Roses.
Listen, I had every
Those are the
intention
rules.
of playing it myself. The only issue is that I met Shadow Bully, and I realized the frame rate in Drakengard 3 is a little atrocious.
Even if the frame rate is good, it's still like the combat isn't that great.
Yeah, the combat is that great, but I think it could be a lot more fun if the frame rate actually kept up. Like it would be Taro. Like there were times where I actually got dizzy because the frame rate was so goddamn.
When the frame rate turns into a PowerPoint slideshow, and it's like, and you'll see
Yeah.
here, this is the attack you'll be doing next. It's just why are you dealing with that?
That's what I hate about action combat games, when the combat is so slippery, slotty, like, and that's what Drakengard 3 especially was. I like the blood splatters, but
Other than that,
yeah,
But I will be. I think I'll be playing Automata in the coming weeks, quite possibly.
recommend.
Oh, speaking of which, Drakengard 3, you said you wanted to play it on the emulator. That is one game that works
Okay, yeah.
fully with the.
I heard that it.
and it's 60 frames.
Okay, all right. So
I don't think you even have to do that. Eventually, the game is going to be re-released again. on
It
PC.
probably is. Yeah, 1, 2, and 3.
That'll probably be
Yeah.
like a collection or something.
Yeah.
If anything, I think it's just going to be Dragon.
Yeah.
It's inevitable. It's going to happen.
Yeah.
which fun fact for those of you who didn't know, ending D of Drakengard 3 is what leads into the Nier series.
Oh.
Yeah, I did see the connection. Somebody made a whole video on.
Yeah, that was a trip.
all right, I think we are about ready to move on now. So the Resident Evil 3 remake has come out yesterday at the time of this recording on April of the 3rd. And it's out. It's action heavy, not really super spooky. and I have run through the entire game only once. I know Shadow's gone through it several times already, but just get my opinion on the games out of the way real quick. I really enjoy it so far. As someone who's easily spooked, there's a few. So either Resident Evil 2 made me more of a man than I realized, and 3 was not scary at all in comparison, or 3 is just not a scary game. I'm going with the latter. I didn't really. There weren't a whole lot of jump scares in 3. Aside from whenever Nemesis showed up, it always felt like the game was telling you he's gonna show up. Like it wasn't like you open a door and Mr. X is standing there gonna beat you in the like. Nemesis was always
the game already.
Yeah, game's only like if you're good, game's like 4 hours.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I beat it twice already.
Like my
Is there
stance
side
on
stuff to do?
Nemesis.
Not really.
The main reason, all right, I guess the reason that they wanted to do Project Resistance was to give 3 some extra things to, because it's got the multiplayer mode to it now.
Dang, that ain't worth no $60.
Wasn't it made from like 2 different teams?
I think Project Resistance was made from the Raccoon City. No, not Umbrella Corps. What's the name of that game on Steam? Raccoon City.
Operation Raccoon.
Yeah, that game. I think it was those people who made Project Resistance.
Interesting.
But if you buy 3, you get access to both 3 and Project Resistance, so it's like a 2 package deal, I guess, in a sense. But overall, I didn't find the game too scary. I don't know, Shadow, did you find the game scary at all?
Bob? Me?
Yeah, did you find the game scary at all?
I thought you said something. No, I didn't really find the game scary, but I don't find a lot of games scary. Yeah, it's really more of an action game. Kind of. It leads to like 60% action, I guess you could say, maybe 40% survival horror. What? I mean, I guess that's to be expected because the original Resident Evil 3 was more on the action side because they were kind of slowly going away from survival horror because they realized it in particular. The game is good. I think the game is good. I think it doesn't quite hit that for me at least. It doesn't quite hit that nostalgia factor like Resident Evil 2 did. Even though I played Resident Evil 3 as a kid a fair amount of times, like I knew the game. I knew that game well. This one they changed up things quite a bit. Maybe they took out some locations, and not exactly bad. I really don't have a problem with it, to be honest. Clock Tower, that's completely gone for the most part, except for that boss fight. Yeah, yeah.
No, not the zoo. The park.
The park, yeah, that's gone too. But like the hospital area is actually pretty cool. I like that a lot. Nemesis. I got a small problem with Nemesis. He's not as bad as Mr. X. I don't know if that was like.
See, and that's something that at a glance you would think would be the opposite. He'd be even more like people who struggle with Mr. X are going to struggle with Nemesis. But sure, he cuts you off, but I was ducking and diving that man. It was not very hard to get out of his clutches. And he goes down, like, I shot him in the head with a shotgun twice and he went down. And I was like, what? Mr. X took 5 of this. Where were you?
No, that's something I wanted to address about, like, Nemesis and Mr. X. Like, me personally, from a visual standpoint, I find Nemesis is just designed to be scary. But Mr. X is scary in the way of just, like, you don't know where he is until until he turns the corner. Nemesis invokes the idea of fear through tension because of something he's doing. It's like he's gonna attack you. He's right there. Mr. X is just kind of meandering, and then when you see him, you're just like, ah, shit, nah, come on, bro, I gotta go in that room. Like, can you like leave me alone? Nemesis just wants to fight you, and then he just kind of fucks off somewhere else.
Yeah, that's the thing I didn't like about Nemesis, especially like. I think really early on they like really changed the whole dynamic of Nemesis. I don't know if you guys care. But yeah, I was like, this is not like Mr. X. Nowhere near. I don't know, like I said, I don't know if it's like we popped our cherry with Mr. X, so it's like all that tension and nervousness that we got with Mr. X. Like we're battle hardened, we're tested, we know what Nemesis is gonna do for the most part. But like you said, Blake, it was easy to get away from him for the most part. And like it was all set pieces the way he showed up at, and I didn't care for it. There was one moment in the game I'm like, how the freak did you get here? You're this big now. How did you get to this particular place? I was like, okay.
After a while, I was just kind of like, Okay, so we've slain the Nemesis. We've got an achievement called Nemesis Down question mark,
my
and I'm
God.
like, how's he gonna do this now? Because we know there was no rocket launcher. Where's he at? I know it's not over. Where's it at? And then you see this man like spaghetti jump out of the water, and I'm like, what the fuck, bro? Like, what is this?
When he went into the, why did he go into the water?
Bro, you saw him jump into the water, and he's like, bitch can't swim, and she kept walking.
Yeah. And, first of all, like, when did that explosion happen? Like, I don't even understand that. That's the dumbest thing. Like, he just showed up. He got caught in an explosion. We don't see how he got caught in the explosion. He just goes into the water. I'm like, what just happened?
There's one point in the game when you come out of, I think it's out of the rail station, and you're walking on the bridge, and you see Nemesis run out, and there's like an explosion. He's on fire and he's flailing, and I'm like, this is just bullying. Why are we doing this to him?
That's just like, yeah, it's like
You feel bad for the man.
That is like the most half-assed thing I've ever seen in a really long time. Like, you couldn't just have Jill pick up a rocket launcher or something like that, just with one bullet and just throw it at him so you can get him to, I guess, change.
It
But
almost
that was really late. I was really upset.
it almost got down to the point where it felt like Nemesis needed the Team Rocket theme every time he showed up because we were trying to because it always felt like he was blasting off again somewhere.
Blasting off again.
Yeah, Nemesis, like, I felt he was mishandled, and I think you could just tell this game, it was handled by a different team.
It was
Yeah.
handled by a different team.
Yeah, it was, and it just, I don't feel the
Urgency.
maybe it's 'cause maybe I love Resident Evil 2 so much that I felt the more nostalgia love put into that game. This one, I really felt like, I could have played Resident Evil 2 for another year if you guys just developed this. I feel like there was no reason to rush this game at all.
I don't really know if I'd consider it. Well, I never played the original, so I don't know how much of the content was cut, but I don't know if I'd say it was a rushed game because it still feels really good, and it feels like the graphics are still up to snuff, and like the RE engine's still gorgeous, and the voice acting is great, and the models are all where they should be. So I wouldn't necessarily call it a rushed game. Maybe just, well, I guess if you count some of the stuff they cut.
It's just like the overall feel of the game. It feels a lot. I guess that's to be expected for it to feel like Resident Evil 2. But man, it's like even down to the animations. So it's all the same. Like the zombies do the same animations, kill you when they grab your leg and you go off. It's the same thing. Like, you couldn't change these up a little bit. Like, come on, maybe this is a nitpick
the zombie
on my end.
models were all the same. I swear, we cycled the same 3 zombies every every time. I felt like there's always that one thick black chick who does the scream. There's always that bald white guy with half his face is zombified, and then there's always like the really fat guy.
Yeah, so I was like, they really they cut corners here, and like, you didn't really have to. Like, why couldn't you give this game more love? And I can't hate it because it's not bad. So
It just feels like it missed the mark.
Yeah, it really did.
So it's like good, but it could have been way better.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I think if it was a toss up between 2 and 3, I think 2 is by far the better experience, whereas 2 is even cheaper now than 3 right now.
Yeah.
In terms of how long 3 will stay at that price, who's to say? But I do think 2, just in general, has way more content, bang for your buck. And like I said, I don't know if maybe I was just a little bit more easily frightened when I played 2, but I would spend like 20 minutes hanging out in the safe room because Mr. X was outside just waiting. That was terrifying.
That wasn't you. I did that one time in my play.
All right, cool. And when I heard that Nemesis could break into safe rooms, I'm like, that's terrifying. That's great. He never broke into any of the safe rooms in the game.
He never broke into any. I don't know where that room came from.
Okay, that I can clarify for y'all. That apparently was due to a location that had a save point but wasn't a safe room. But I guess they changed that in the final game. So Nemesis just kind of showed up, beat Jill's ass, and left. And the person who got to play the game early was like, "Yo, why is he in a safe room?"
Well, the person who played doesn't know Resident Evil. He should have known that wasn't safe.
Yeah, like they just saw typewriter and was like, "Oh, save room, sweet."
Yeah, fucking
no.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, there was one point in the game. I don't know if Shadow did this or not, but so you guys did you guys play the demo?
I did.
Yes.
So like the open area, and there's that or like right when you get out of the subway and you're walking down like that narrow hallway, and then you get to like the open area where there's like the toy store and all that open area, like right before you get to the alley with the fire hose.
Mm-hmm.
So in the demo, there's that door that's locked. You need the lockpick for it. You guys following?
Yeah.
So when you go into that building in the full game, Nemesis, if the building's too small, Nemesis can't go in there. So if you go into that building, there's this one specific spot. He will stand and he will look into the window and he will stare at you and he will wait, and he will wait for you to come out.
Wait,
And-
what?
What?
And actually, I think I got a clip of it. I'll show you guys later. But
I
when
think
you,
I just literally passed that part just now.
there's it's in that area. There's like a bunch of Mega Man posters and Mega Man like Battle Network suits you can like look at, and you can like try to like but no, there's this one little, and you look out the window and he's got his arms crossed and he's looking at you.
What?
And then when you open the door, he starts charging at you.
Oh, I gotta do that. I just got to.
Oh yeah, you know, now that you mentioned that, the game I did mention that. What's
No,
it
I
called?
got to see that.
But yeah, he was just literally looking at you.
Like, come on, I got all day. I want these hands.
So I mean,
Like, come get it.
overall, I think I wish I could say this with confidence, but I think Nemesis fits better in like the fighting games, like Marvel vs. Capcom. But I think he's low tier, so maybe not.
He fits better in Project Cross Zone.
He's in Cross Zone.
Yeah, he's in Project Cross Zone. Literally, Chris and Jill see him. He says stars to them, and Jill goes, "We're not stars, we're BSA." And he says BSA, and Chris is like, "Oh shit, he's learning." He's like, "Oh no, he's learning." He's like, "Oh no, he's learning." And Yuri goes, "Well, if a monster can learn, maybe we can reason with it." No, that's stupid.
What? Yeah, doesn't it use Resident Evil 5, Chris and Jill?
Revelations.
Okay, yeah. So that's a good long time. Do they not question why Nemesis is here?
Chris doesn't
Blake,
know
you
what
are right.
Nemesis is.
You're all right. He does stand out there. He just stand out there looking at me.
Yeah, yo. Take a screenshot of that, and
Take a screenshot of that. Meme
it's
it up.
it's great because he's just waiting. He's like, it's like when your mom's at the bookstore and you're looking at the you're looking through the window at the other store, like the toy store next door, and you just waiting.
Oh god, I know that feeling.
That was like the only time I was like, well, shit, I can't move.
I still find it that funny, like in the Crosszone games, Chris doesn't know what Nemesis is, so when Jill reacts to it so casually, Chris is just like, "Yo, what is that? Explain." Jill, "Oh, you went to Europe after this, so yeah, he's kind of chasing down X Stars member. X what? Repeat that again."
But with how we feel about Resident Evil 3, that brings me to my next question. Would you guys personally prefer they remake 4 next, or they remake 1 or 0 next?
Code Veronica.
I'm gonna be real honest. If they remake 4, I'm gonna feel old as shit.
See, but 4, I think 4 is like pretty perfect on its own. Like graphically, it's
Yeah.
still like the models look a little muddy, kind of like Xenoblade, but I don't necessarily think we need 4 in the RE engine, because 4 really wasn't horror at all. It was like all action, and people may not like that too much. But I think 0 and like 1 could probably use a remake more. I've never played Code Veronica, so I don't know what the outcry is like for it.
It was hard as hell.
I don't think we need a remake of 1. 1 technically already got remade. I mean, I wouldn't mind they do it again on the RE.
Remake.
I guess, but
One in the RE engine would be terrifying.
yeah, exactly. So I wouldn't mind. 0,
And you know what?
I would need that.
Well,
You know what? And this is gonna sound like heresy
Zero
coming from me. Bring
we
back
don't need that
the
at
big
all.
spiders, because that's what made 1 scary.
the what?
Are you saying
Yeah,
that
there are
because you have
giant, there are giant tarantulas in 1.
are you
Oh,
saying
yeah.
that because you have a phobia or?
Yes,
there
I
was-
do.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have a genuine phobia. of
No
spiders.
spoilers, but when you have to do the subway in 3, and they make you go into that spider den, or like that infested roach, whatever the hell that was.
Xenomorph den.
Yeah, that
yeah.
genuinely freaked me out, because like you're hearing all these noises and like all the slurping and like gargling and the walking, and they hit you, and that genuinely did not made me uncomfortable.
You know what? That's like one of my worst fears. Like having something like that happen to me, like one of those things plant their eggs inside of me. And
Yes!
it's just like rolling around in
At the
my
speed of
stomach,
sound.
like, yo, oh my god.
Hey, listen,
Yeah.
listen, and like Jill said, or like the guide said, if they lay their eggs in you, swallow a green herb and puke that shit out, because
That's
they.
disgusting. I would freak out. I would freak hell
Bro,
out.
bro, take my intestines with you on your way out. Damn, I don't need
It's
those
like
anymore.
Hunter x Hunter, where you gotta pee it out.
Oh god, don't talk about.
Oh, no.
Uvo was chugging beer like a man who hadn't had water in a long ass time.
All right, Evan, you've been quiet. Are you not a Resident Evil fan?
not that familiar with it.
All right, fair. I'll have to buy it for you sometime on Switch and have you stream it.
Goodness.
Listen, Rabbit was nice enough.
Okay, listen. I'm jittery. I'm nervous. I'm easy to scare.
See, so
I'd
am
just rather
I.
not.
So am I. You, me, Pelvic, we're all the same.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
You
man.
didn't complain about FF8.
No, we ain't gonna go there. Not on my podcast. We're not gonna have this debate while Shadow's still here.
No call outs today?
No.
Final Fantasy VIII isn't a bad game.
No, it's not. It's not.
It really isn't.
Okay, so we're going to go on to our next topic. So there was going to be some Sonic news back in March over at the South by Southwest panel convention, and somewhere in the South, I can't remember where it's called, somewhere in America. But convention got canceled for obvious reasons, pandemic going around. So Sonic has said they're going to be bringing the new Sonic information to us in a new form sometime this month. Hopefully some sort of like Sonic Direct. We have no idea what it's going to be, but the rumor is like a 30... How old is Sonic going to be? 30? Is this 30th anniversary?
Yeah, it sounds about right. Yeah.
30 years.
Roughly, give or take, something like that. Anniversary collection that's got like all the Dreamcast era games in it, along with like some of the... Was it Dreamcast or was it just said like Ultimate Sonic Collection and they said like colors and stuff, and I was like, there ain't no way this is real. There is not a single way this is real.
Fire.
If we got like all the main quote unquote mainline games, so like that'd be like Sonic 1, 2, 3, and Knuckles, Sonic Adventure 1, 2, Heroes is mainline.
Yes,
I wouldn't count
Heroes is mainline because it comes directly after Adventure.
Right.
Like a
It comes directly after Adventure because Shadow doesn't know who he is, and then that's when Shadow the Hedgehog happens after that.
Yeah.
Shadow the Hedgehog is not mainline though. After that, as much as we don't want to admit it, 06 is mainline.
I'm sorry, Shadow is. Wait a minute. Did you just say Shadow is not mainline?
No, Shadow the
No, it's
Hedgehog,
not.
the game.
Not a mainline game.
It's a Shadow the Hedgehog game. I'd say that's a different series.
What the-
Yeah, well, I mean,
No,
the
I mean,
motorcycle.
okay. I have
Not the character.
disagreements with that because this, like, first of all, not only is it addresses the memory loss plot point that was established in the not spin-off sequel to Adventure 2, Sonic Heroes.
so Evan, if we got a Sonic collection, do you think they'd put Shadow the Hedgehog on it? Actually, wait, no. If they did put Shadow the Hedgehog on it, they'd have to raise the rating for the entire collection. Although, can you say
Says the H word.
can you say "damn" and "hell" in an E for Everyone game in 2020, or is that because I know ratings have gotten a lot more lax.
With how kids be acting nowadays, probably.
I don't know, probably.
Listen, I like Shadow the Hedgehog. I like going through the different levels and whatnot. I think the music's really great. I'd love to have it. Just I consider Shadow the Hedgehog like a Shadow game and not like a Sonic game. But I definitely see where you're coming from. The fact that
Really, the game called Shadow the Hedgehog.
I know, right? I was like, wait, what?
Listen, this is a game where you jump on enemies, run through loop-de-loops, collect rings as Shadow. It's literally a Sonic game where you're playing.
and
Shadow
it
as the
does
main character. That's the
have
only difference.
Crush 40 music, so it already gets a pass.
At this point, what doesn't?
Sonic Boom games.
Oh, okay.
But those are we all agree Sonic Boom's not canon. That's all spin-off.
Yeah,
No.
that's alternate continuity at that point.
I heard Sonic Boom and I was thinking of the great song from Sonic CD.
See, that's what I thought of when I heard for the first time.
Oh, what you mean Sonic Boom ain't canon? That song is fire. Wait.
It is.
Actually, wait, is CD canon?
Yes.
Yes.
So it'd be 1, 2, 3 CD.
Now it goes 1, 2, CD, 3.
I don't
Correct.
even know what the hell's canon Sonic. There's just so many weird shit they do.
No, that's correct. It is 1, 2 CD because like technically 2 and CD were being developed at the same time before 3.
Yeah. And I think there's a piece of artwork in the game's sound test where it's Tails saying "See you in Sonic" in a Jeep of all things.
Yes. Correct.
What comes? I guess after 06, then it's
Unleashed.
Unleashed, and then I was thinking about the Generations order.
And
Wouldn't it be Colors and then Generation?
No,
no.
No, it would be
Generation Colors.
yeah, Generations had colors in it.
Oh, that's right. But no, I mean, it had colors, but it wasn't fully colors.
It's like everything from like the collective Sonic universe was there because rip in space time.
Oh yeah.
Wait, Evan. So Shadow the Hedgehog's canon. How come there weren't any Shadow the Hedgehog stages and Generations?
Damn, son.
You already fucking know. None of those stages in Shadow the Hedgehog were memorable or iconic enough to put in
Canyon?
Sonic Generations.
So we just
I
put
was,
Sky
I would say,
Canyon out?
I would say Sky,
Yeah. Yeah.
Sky Troops, bro.
What?
Bro, Sky Troops
Yeah.
was kind of lit though.
song was fire.
I don't remember
I mean-
a single theme from that game that's not Westopolis because we had to play it 10
You don't
fucking
remember I Am
times.
All of Me, All Hail... Well, no, All Hail Shadows 06. Wrong game.
The, I was
Never
about to
Turn
say,
Back?
that was-
You don't remember Never Turn Back?
Oh, I'll
Sounds
never
okay.
turn back. I'll never turn back.
Listen, I love Shadow the Hedgehog as a character.
Same.
I find the concept of him having his own game awesome, but like, gosh, was childhood.
It's crazy.
I mean,
That I had no rights. Confirmed. Discord said I had no rights.
oh no, Discord shut you down
Yeah,
for talking
yeah,
about Shadow.
Evan faded out hard. Discord's like, yo, bro, you out here doing the most. You gotta stop.
Legitimately, they couldn't have me dissing Shadow the Hedgehog. No, I was disappointed with that game as a child. I was disappointed.
I got disappointed when I got to the city that one state that's like Westopolis, but you got to collect all the bombs.
Oh yeah, that's like right
that's
before the
what
president. Yeah.
And you want to know what sucks about that? It was a day before I got my memory card because my grandma said, we're going to go to Toys R Us tomorrow and get you a memory card for PlayStation 2. Me. All right, cool. I come back. PS2 was turned off. And my brain, something clicked in my brain like, I don't want to play this game anymore. Never again.
It's like, maybe this
Man.
game isn't good.
That good. I was like, maybe this game isn't fun.
It feels bad.
So in conclusion, though, if this is like an Ultimate Sonic collection, it's got to have all the Genesis games and Mania.
Okay.
Got to have.
Let's put,
Dude,
let's
How
put
much
Boom
is
in
that gonna
there.
cost?
Do we put?
Yeah, no. Get out.
Honestly, I
Go
think
to bed.
with how Sega's been like releasing all their Sonic games so cheap, I feel like, especially whereas the other ones are older, if they're just ports and they're not like remakes, they might just do like just the game, like all these games together, like kind of like how we had Mega Collection, and just make it just like full price or something like that. So we got all the Genesis games, plus Mania. I got a CD. Do we put CD in there?
Yeah.
I'd
Yeah.
like CD.
CD, okay. Sonic
CD's a good
Adventure 1, 2, Heroes. Do we put Shadow the Hedgehog in this collection?
Yes.
Evan?
Yes.
Evan?
These new children gotta understand.
No, but according to you, it's not a Sonic game.
No. I'm just asking Evan. No, we leave Shadow the Hedgehog out?
Listen. It's a Sonic game. So by extension, if you want it in a collection of all the Sonic games, it counts because to me it's a Sonic game. There's nothing about that as that game's structure in terms of how it controls, how it plays, who's in it. Like it's a Sonic game.
I mean, I guess we did get things like Flicky in Sonic Mania Collection, so I mean...
Who?
Yeah,
Did y'all ever actually sit down and play that?
I played it for like an hour once, and I got so into it, and then I died.
Yeah.
And the
I
game
was
makes
like,
you start
oh, this is
from
fun.
day one. Game was a
This is
roguelike.
fun. Guys.
I'm sorry, is this motherfucker named Flicky?
Yeah.
What the fuck's a Flicky?
The little birds that are inside Eggman's
Remember
robots.
the bird from,
Oh.
Sonic Adventure 1 that had the chaos
Okay.
level? That's a flick.
I wouldn't be calling it a Flicky, but whatever.
Across the planet.
Like advanced series, would they count?
I actually want the advanced and DS Sonic game on a collection.
I would like those to be on Switch. Like,
See, when you say the advanced games, I think more of like if Sonic does another collection, kind of like how Mega Man has like the Mega Man Legacy Collection, Mega Man X Legacy Collection, Mega Man ZX, etc. They could do one for like the GBA and DS games, like Rush and Advance.
Yeah.
But
and Sonic's Pocket Adventure. The first time we see Eggman's new sprite.
And that Smash Bros. Sonic game that was on Game Boy as well. Sonic Battle, not Sonic Fight.
Yeah, Sonic Battle.
Sonic Battle.
That is called Sonic Battle.
Sonic Battle was fire.
Yeah, man. If we were to get a remake of that,
Ooh, that'd be fire. I
I'm with
would
it.
appreciate that.
like, I'm definitely with it.
And after Shadow the Hedgehog, 06, Unleashed, Colors, Generations, I guess Forces as well.
Okay, hang on a second.
Force.
You're skipping. You're
Oh,
skipping
Lost
something
World.
key here, Blake. Like Lost World, yeah, that game's fine.
Oh, I
But
think.
here you're forgetting some key titles, my dude. You forgot the storybook games.
Well, see,
that's right.
are they mainline?
No, they're
'Cause
side.
I'd
They're
say,
side content.
like, if we're talking like an Ultimate Sonic collection, put them in there. But those relied heavily on motion controls, and would they? Because this collection will launch on everything.
It could be changed. It could be changed.
But would you be able? Well, I guess with Black Knights, it could just be like QTEs, like Bayonetta or DMC.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And there was actually a mod I saw like in the works a long time ago for Secret Rings that lets you use the D-pad to control Sonic. It was working. It was working. And then they just gave up on the product.
Yo, it's a sad day when you have to be excited that that's a mod.
I was like, oh, this is cool. And then they stopped working on it. Me. Why though? Y'all had potential.
You were the chosen one. So storybook games, Lost World is considered mainline, unfortunately.
Yes.
Uh,
Unfortunately.
listen,
that game's not bad.
I just found that the villain design was kind of stupid, like Zavok and the Seven Deadly Sins.
Why is Sega still pushing Zavok?
They're trying. They're
See,
really
I remember seeing that
trying.
Sonic Forces trailer. It's like you got Metal Sonic, oh Chaos Zero, oh Shadow, oh Zavok, ugh.
Lost World was so freaking slow for a Sonic game. Like, oh my gosh.
I mean, I think having a run button in a Sonic game is kind of a detriment, but
He had a run button.
He had a run button, and he had a spin
Apparently,
dash
according
button.
to Sega, it was to put true control into fans' hands.
They wanted a Sonic Galaxy so bad.
that was kind of what it was. Between the color palettes, the way the levels were laid out,
It was straight up just Sonic Galaxy.
or actually, if we weren't to get a connection or a collection, Sonic Adventure 3, huh?
I'm with it.
Please, legitimately.
Do we trust current Sega to work on Sonic Adventure 3?
Hey, as long as they give us another Escape from the City.
Good question.
I'm really interested to see, because I think my prediction is that we're going to get 2 Sonic games, kind of like, because they said they want this year to be as big for Sonic as 2017 was, and that's the year they gave us Mania and Forces. Albeit Mania was more of a game than Forces, but that's beside the point.
Let's be real.
Forces
Forces was a really long demo.
Because I think Christian Whitehead, I'm pretty sure he's with Sega now, like for the foreseeable future. We just don't know what he's working on right now. Because Encore Mania DLC came out a while ago, so could we get like a Mania 2 or like a Sonic the
Can
Hedgehog
we get a
5?
Mania
or...
2 with the Sonic Advance sprite? I like those sprites.
Sonic Advance did have some really nice sprites.
Oh yeah, sprite work was
Come
great.
on. Bring them
Especially like when you're like on 2 and 3 when you're like running on water and they had those little after images.
Oh, that was so good. And then
Yeah.
like when you picked up enough speed into like you just
Yeah.
after images you took off the trick system where you pressed
Yeah.
R, which broke my heart when my Game Boy's R button stopped working.
Oh, that's a thing.
And
Or
then
when you're
when I got a
gliding
Game
with
Boy SP.
Knuckles.
Oh man. Or when they introduced that light, like that energy burst dash that Sonic could do in 3.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, that was great. The game was so good.
So I'm curious to see because they got the 2 teams. They got the 2D team and the 3D team. So it's like whatever y'all are doing, just please do not intersect it because we don't want classic Sonic in our modern games.
Like, come on, it's okay to keep them separate.
Legitimately, it's
Separate
not that,
but
it's not that
equal.
hard. There you go. Like I like the energy, the effort, the love that Christian Whitehead and his team put into Mania. I don't see why Sega over there can't put together a game like that. Like, can you? They were so outshadowed with Forces, and there was
Pun
like
intended.
Yeah, they were. They were. Mania Mania was the most positive reception. Like Mania, just on the whole, had the most positive reception the series had this past decade when we had Sonic Generations to start it off, basically. We had Colors before then, but like Colors and Generations were definitely good to great games, absolutely. But like, no one can deny that the mania surrounding that title was just unequaled by anything else with Sonic's name attached to it.
It's weird because like Mania, I like Mania, but I also felt it was like, I don't know, I felt like it was too long or something.
What?
Too long?
Yeah, I felt like each stage lasted a little bit too long. I don't know what it was.
I didn't know that was I didn't know that was a thing.
I just like I feel like the time limit went down to like exactly like 10 minutes per stage. I was like, this is
Really?
like usually in like
You know what? Now that you mention
Were you
it,
trying to explore those
you
stages?
did actually use the whole time limit thing for a lot of
Yeah.
stages.
I like
so
the-
it was weird. By the time I was at the end, I was done with the stage zone. I was like, I'm done. I don't feel like playing. It's
The
weird.
only time I felt like I was getting close to the end of the time was like Oil Ocean, because Oil Ocean.
Yeah, the factory looking stage.
Yeah. That one from CD. Dun, 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 dun. Metallic Madness
From Oil. Yes.
Metallic Madness has some good music.
Fuck the Oil Ocean boss. Why'd you remind me of that?
Bro, yo, did you see Etika's stream of that? Man spent 2 hours on that Oil Ocean boss.
See?
Yeah,
He's right,
see?
they are long.
He kept dying, and every time he got a game over, he had to restart the entire zone from stage 1. And I remember I was watching his stream, and I got to that point, and I was like, there's no way. So I skipped ahead, and 2 hours in, he says, finally! I've done it! And I'm like, there's no way. It took him 2 hours to do this boss fight. So I think we basically covered
Oil Ocean couldn't be me, dude.
Oil Ocean's whack, bro. Oil Ocean's whack. I think we basically covered all we can for Sonic right now. If they give us another racing game or mobile game, I will shave my... I'm not going to go there. Dragon Ball Kakarot is seeing its first wave of DLC. It's going to be Battle of the Gods. I think Souls and I are like really the only people here that played Kakarot and care about Kakarot.
Yeah.
I think Shadow's got like Kakarot money in his pocket because of yours truly, but we ain't going to talk about that on the podcast. So did you actually see the teaser trailer for it?
Actually, I haven't yet.
So, funny story. Sony actually uploaded a video to their channel called like Dragon Ball Kakarot like accolade trailer or something like that. And like the last 10 seconds, it shows Beerus and Weiss, and Beerus about to destroy the planet, and then Goku turning Super Saiyan Red. So.
First of all, it's called Whis and Super Saiyan God.
Nah, bro. That is Super Saiyan Kaioken.
Nah, we have that already. Two
Nah,
versions,
you see,
actually.
that's Super Saiyan Blue with some spice.
No, because he did do Super Saiyan Kaioken when he fought Pycon.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Wait,
Damn, it's been such a long time since I've seen that.
I mean, it wasn't like canon, but it happened.
Oh, okay. It's gonna be like that, huh?
So Souls, how are we feeling? How far have you gotten in Kakarot? Souls, have you finished it yet?
I beat that game a while back.
Hey, nice. So is this something you're gonna look into, or
Honestly, I hate to say it.
you
But
skipping?
it's just for DLC. It's kind of hard for me to go back to games nowadays to get the DLC. Like Spider-Man, I still haven't gotten any DLC for that, and I platinumed that game. I don't know, like, and Battle of Gods, like, I like the movie, but Battle of Gods and Resurrection F, looking back, they weren't like the best.
Well, hold. You say looking back, you mean when you compare him to Broly?
Yeah, okay. So comparing to Broly, they just weren't that great.
Honestly, I think if they
I'm thinking, like,
adapt,
there was Battle of Gods was really slice of life. There was only one battle in that movie. Well, I mean, most movies only have one battle, but
I mean, it's more like character moments, really.
yeah. So I'm like, what are we going to be doing? And
And then the final battle
The
kind of made up
DLC.
for it.
just losing to
I
Beerus
like the movie.
a lot of times, and then until we go Super Saiyan God.
No, it's like you beat him, but then the game's like, no, you didn't actually.
You didn't win.
Yeah.
You didn't win. You didn't win.
You didn't win. You got EXP.
I like how his dynamic kill in Fighters is him about to destroy the Earth, and then Goku destroys his blast and then is about to fall to earth, but Beerus catches him. So it's like you didn't kill Goku,
Oh, yeah, that's
but
pretty
you spared his life.
I will say though, just because I beat not fighters, fucking freaking what's it called, battle Kakarot. Since I did beat it, I never got a chance to talk about it, but they went in their bag for that Vegito and Super Buu fight. Like, oh my god,
All right.
God, damn.
That fight though, when you have to like get out of the giant like AOE attack, like that attack is ooh.
Oh yeah. His that what is it called? Like the super revenge bomber, where he like explodes.
Something like that,
No.
and like, but like the animations and like when you see Goku punch Boo and like his body, like his
Yeah.
body feels it and ripples.
Yep.
Listen. People are going to say they're tired of seeing the same saga over and over again. However,
I like
I
it when they
think
do
I
it.
think this has been the same saga. I think this has been like the definitive saga so far.
Yeah.
Like, I mean-
okay, so same thing they do with the Storm games. Like, we've all known the story for Storm for a while now, but when you see him reimagined and redone, it looks so good.
See, I was
There's just something about it. You're just like, ooh, I like.
I was talking
Like-
with Bao about why Naruto and Dragon Ball haven't gotten Dynasty Warriors games yet when One Piece and Bleach
Bleach.
was that
Bleach got Soul Resurrection.
Soul Resurrection? Yeah, was that technically Muso?
Nah,
Nah.
yeah. It was pretty much a Muso game.
So I mean, if
It
they
was, but it wasn't.
adapt
No
Dragon
multiplayer.
Ball and Naruto for a Muso game, you know they're just gonna do the story again.
Only thing, okay, so, and I kind of want to play devil's advocate here. I like Kakarot, right?
Mhm.
But I don't want another CC2 anime game, and I see that they're working on.
Demon Slayer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, no. Is it CC2? Yeah, it is CC2, right?
That's CC2.
Yeah,
That's right.
So, at the same time, I really, really do hope they refine their combat, and it's not the same button mashy, because we know Muso games are button mashy, but CC2
Yeah.
they take it to a next level and do
Oh,
super button mashy.
CC2 be like, hey, better smash them buttons, bro.
Like,
Trying to press the triangle.
So you die.
like I said, I like Kakarot, but I need CC2 to take a break now. When it comes to visuals, I already know they're gonna be top of the line, next gen, crazy over the top visuals. But
They're gonna
when it comes to the
beautiful.
actual gameplay, I need y'all to, put some time and thought behind it.
Fall back.
Like, come on, man, do something.
I don't think they will ever do that because like I think they think like anime fans aren't hardcore gamers. Like they're not
True.
so they're not concerned about being all that good at games. They just play the game for the character, for the anime itself.
yeah.
So they really not trying to make the game hard or anything.
Gamey.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why like in most anime is all button match and stuff. Like
Yeah.
jump.
Like,
So.
the game doesn't have to be hard.
Yeah,
Just
it
give
doesn't have to be hard.
Give it enough depth so that it doesn't feel like
That's
I've
too
played
much.
this game. I played this game before. What's going on?
That's too much, man. They
You know-
just trying to get the casual person who just plays games a little bit and just get them to play. And then
They
buy
need
it.
to make a
That's
new daggone genre then. Like this ain't a game. This is just a visual. No, I want to say visual novel. No, this is a anime
This is a
playable anime.
it. Yeah.
Well, to be fair-
Well, no, Asura's Wrath was a playable anime.
To be
True.
fair,
And now it's hard.
Kakarot's
That was
big.
CC2, and look at once you get out of the combat.
No, Asura's Wrath be hard sometimes, bro.
To be fair, Kakarot's whole catchphrase was "You've seen the anime, now play it."
Okay, that's,
that's
perfect.
That's the same for every like Dragon Ball game.
But
that
they don't
comes out.
word it like that,
That's
thus it's
20
fair.
something years.
Unless it's an actual fighting game like freaking Fighters.
Which also did their
You
own
mean
original.
their own
I kind of
actual
liked
fighting?
Fighter's original story, like some of the interactions, like when Gotenks is teaching Nappa how to become Super Saiyan. He's like, "What do you mean you can't become a Super Saiyan?"
And he gets a little spurt of hair on the top of his head.
Or when Cell meets adult Gohan, he's like, "For some reason, you seem weaker now." And I'm like, "Listen, Cell, we all thinking it. You don't gotta say it."
And he got to cut so deep like that.
So you have to come out of my soul.
And then hey, they made Android 21, and the internet made Android 21 canon because Bandai could not overlook that much.
Android 21 is in Kakarot, isn't
Yeah, she is. Yeah.
They also made the Xenoverse game. Karate.
Oh yeah, Toa and Mira.
Yep. She was like, "Oh
Speaking
yeah."
of which,
That under.
what is this man Mira gonna
Oh.
be in Fighters?
Well, I mean, hey, we've got like
I don't know.
three,
You're right.
four,
He's
three
got
or four
three
more characters
I think
coming.
3 more.
We got 3
There's
more
only
characters in
5.
fighters.
So
Yep.
what did they already announce? It was
They announced
God-
Kefla and
Ultra
Ultra
Instinct.
Instinct Goku.
And Kefla kind
Kefla's
of
fun to
nice. Kefla kind of
yeah.
nice.
So what do you think the last three are
Pretty
gonna be?
good.
I'm predicting Master Roshi at some point, like dead ass. Like I think Master Roshi could actually be in the game.
Yeah, I can see
Yeah,
that.
Master Roshi.
I can see that.
Jackie Chun. That'd be cool.
That'd be a nice costume.
Right?
As an alternate costume, hell yeah.
Who else? Oh, I can see them doing Topo.
Some people really want Raditz.
Raditz would be nice.
Why?
Well, he's just not in the game, and it feels like he's kind of a fundamental part of like the beginning.
Just think, like, I feel like he can do, like, based on how he was in the anime, they can give him a super original moveset, like with his double Sunday,
Double
his
Sunday.
elbow smash to freaking
I feel
Piccolo's
like
head.
Raditz is a necessity where they're doing the Dragon Ball story. Like you need him there because if you're gonna tell the Dragon Ball story, you're gonna have to have the Raditz fight. They aren't
Yeah.
telling the Dragon Ball story, so like Raditz technically doesn't need to be there.
Right.
I mean, it's just, I feel like that's
I
a
mean,
safe
well, I mean, when we have two Brolys, Janemba, and like 3 different forms of Goku and Vegeta, it's kind of like Raditz is
That's a
just
standard.
sitting in the corner.
Okay.
Raditz is becoming the Waluigi of fighters.
We'll get the whole Goku family.
Basically.
What Raditz is becoming the Waluigi of fighters. He's sitting there like, why can't I come in and play?
Plus, we need Yusuke's voice actor in freaking Fighters.
Oh, true. I don't care if I don't care if she's someone's mom, grandma.
I'll beat that.
I'll still knock her out. Damn. Spin, where's my real Yu Yu Hakusho fighting game?
Right?
Yo, can we get
By CC2.
can they put
Oh,
can they put Goku's mom in the game? She was in Broly. No. I mean Goku's mom.
Like,
Gine, yeah.
Internet,
She's not a fighter.
the internet is
Yeah, she's
not
not a
allowed
fighter.
to have a 3D model of Goku's mom.
You are absolutely right. Oh man.
Wait, you like his mom? Yeah, you like.
Bro,
his
she
mom?
kind of nice. The female Saiyan, like
Really?
Kale Khalifa or Kale Kef Khalifa
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
She
we
was.
and
She
Gina.
was
Well,
still- she was a super basic saying, like, I don't know.
listen, she still got more sex appeal than Sakura.
Female Saiyans. The only reason we don't have female Saiyans is because
Easy
of
to
Frieza.
say.
People want to sit there and hype up Frieza as the GOAT and be like, didn't he take female Saiyans away from us?
This is true.
Oh, Frieza,
Yeah. He's the reason we don't have female Saiyans in the main
bro.
universe.
Now, Broly knew that too. Looked at Frieza, was like, I'm gonna beat this man's ass for an hour and a half.
Hey, is
Well,
there
your turn,
grade 8
Frieza.
in Fighters? No.
No.
See, that's why we need Raditz. He'll turn into Grade 8. Watch.
Stop. I hated them things in Tenkaichi 3.
Oh yeah. No, but Tenkaichi 3, like that was such a fan servicey game. Looking back at it, you can go Grade 8 with every Saiyan.
Yeah.
That's
I mean, it
all
makes
good.
sense, but
Yeah.
Even King Vegeta.
Yep. If just threw the spirit ball, whatever the thing was.
Yeah.
Or if you're on a stage that's at night.
Yeah, if you change the stage to nighttime, they'll look at the moon. Like even that little female Saiyan with the short bob cut Videl hair. She did it first.
Oh, yeah, her.
Oh yeah.
She was one of Bardock's comrades, I'm fairly sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
Remember when,
Bardock
we all,
crew.
remember when we all used to think she was Goku's mom?
Yeah.
Oh man, the fan series.
Hey,
True.
he probably do got a lost son somewhere. They were on some
Maybe
long
that-
missions.
Maybe that's Raditz's mom.
Yo.
yeah.
His mom, they're both okay.
Yo, can you imagine though if they did put Raditz
Broly's
in fighters
Okay.
and we got a dynamic kill where Piccolo shoots him through the chest.
Yeah, Goku dies.
That'd be hilarious.
So it's technically another.
Dramatic finish.
But just think, we'll have Goku, Bardock, and Raditz all on the same team.
See, okay, now because I know Firelux have like
That sounds
their
sick.
fan servicey dramatic finishes, but like if the 3 of them all teamed up and beat Frieza's ass,
That'd be sick.
That'd be nice.
Have you guys seen the one where it's Goku, Gohan, and Goten fighting Broly, and they all do like the Kamehameha at the same time?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
That
That's
one's
from the
so
Second
nice.
Coming movie. Was it Second Coming?
Yeah,
Yeah, it was
It
second
was
coming.
second coming.
Why? That movie still irks me because freaking Videl is going up against Broly.
I mean, she
Who
held
let
her
her-
own, kind of.
That's the thing. She held her own.
Bro, I was looking for. There was a small part of me that was looking forward to Broly doing Videl like Spopovich did her.
You're waiting for part two
Popovich
of
did,
that.
did her worse. That's the crazy part.
Spopovich put hands on her like little
So
girl.
you mean Spopovich was stronger than Broly?
Oh
Hey,
my
we ain't
god.
saying that.
Oh,
Ah, man. You're right.
I mean, Videl did get stronger since then, I would assume.
Yeah.
And
Not
like,
no
what,
Broly strong.
Saiyans don't
Man,
visibly
that's one thing I
age
hate about
quickly.
Oh,
Super. It changed for them.
She's like,
Maybe
fuck
Videl
it,
on the
I'll
Sakura.
Really? They really did.
Super made it the Goku and Vegeta show. Gohan got fucking sidelined when the series up to the end
Gohan
of the
put
Cell
on that
Saga was
clean ass
supposed to be.
shirt.
It's true, but like when you
Said
think
the
about how
Crocs.
Z was originally designed to eventually put Gohan to the forefront of the story by the end of the Cell Saga, it just makes you think everything that's happened to the Buu Saga is just fan service to the Goku and Vegeta fanboys, which is
Yeah.
valid. But
Nah, you wanna know what I miss? Teen Goten and Teen Trunks.
you know what? That's
Man,
really funny
the-
because nowadays, in quote unquote the super timeline, Trunks is supposed to be at the age where he was in the future timeline where Gohan like died, but he still looks like a small
He still looks like a
child.
That's
5-year-old.
what I'm saying. Like at the very end of Dragon Ball Z, which is canon,
Yes.
Goten and Trunks were old, and Pan was training with Goku.
Goten had the original Gohan cut from when like
Yeah.
Vegeta first came to
Yeah.
Earth, and like he looked clean like that.
And Trunks, he wasn't like that nerd that the future Trunks is. He was still cocky like when he was a kid too.
Like I hated it, but like he still understood that I ain't the strongest, but I'll still beat your ass.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then Super had to screw a lot of things up.
It just reminds me of that meme of Vegeta crying. They put Horizon Zero Dawn on PC.
Fair.
Hey, that was the rain.
Man, though,
That was
man,
just the ring.
because I had never seen Buu Saga through, so when Vegeta did his whole like sacrifice thing, and he's talking to Trunks, he's saying, "Look after your mother for me." I was like, I know you're gonna come back because Dragon Ball.
You still felt it. You were just like, come on, bro, you don't gotta do this.
Bro,
Hey,
bro.
Vegeta put hands on Goku's kid. Is that right?
Yo, kid had it coming.
Listen, Vegeta will put Goten in a coma. Goku will accidentally kill him and then waste a wish bringing him back to life. And then when they're older and some super villain shows up and kills him, you're gonna try to wish him back to life and Sharingan and be like, remember when you was training with Goten? You had me bring him back? Oh, Chi-Chi gonna be like, you did what?
Yo, why isn't Chi-Chi and her father like a duo playable in the game? Playable
Why do you
fighters.
mention that?
I mean, he was a bandit and she barely fought, so.
Chi-Chi was a fighter in Super Dragon Ball Z, the other fighting game. And she was actually good. She had the Santana fan, she had the freaking Nimbus Cloud and the Power Pole. She was fun.
Okay, I think we
So
basically exhausted all Dragon Ball. Evan, were you saying something?
Oh wait, I was gonna say. So in short, don't buy the Dragon Ball Kakarot DLC. Buy the new Fighters DLC.
Yeah,
That's pretty
you
much
know,
it.
we got hella off topic on
Honestly.
that, but
Honestly, yeah. Just.
okay, hold on. If you're a casual like me and you just want to go through Dragon Ball and you want to play a very pretty game, buy the Kakarot DLC. But if you're looking to throw hands and beat ass, then you get that Fighters DLC.
Me.
There you go.
And if you're looking to clap cheeks, call me.
Whoa!
Oh, sir.
I was not ready.
Yeah, new types of number will be edited into the description of this video.
Christ.
555.
Oh, he about to blow up.
415.
Well, let's get up in them cheek. Anyway, I think we basically already talked about Animal Crossing at the beginning. Was there anything else anyone else wanted to say about Animal Crossing?
Not really.
This game's good. My friend code is SW. No, I'm just kidding.
Evan out here like my friend code is multiple people hitting him up like, yo, bro, I got them limited edition AR codes, bro.
Listen, I got cherries for days, y'all.
I'm not gonna comment on with what I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say. So the Last of Us 2 got delayed again, alongside all the other movies this year. Unfortunate. But somehow someone actually is uploading like videos of the game to YouTube.
Oh, really?
I'm gonna see if that video is still up. Actually, yeah, someone. I don't know if it's like an early build of the game, but someone has Last of Us 2 content and they're uploading it to YouTube.
And the subs are in a different language.
Okay, yeah. So you've seen it too, then, so it's okay.
Yeah, I've seen it. Like I was just like, what the? How did you get away with this?
I'm gonna see if it's still up. No, the video's taken down from YouTube now. So, but the long story short, they just put like a 1-minute clip on YouTube of them like walking through or riding a horse through like a snow-covered area, and like Ellie was talking with her lesbian girlfriend. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that was like someone got like a well. 'Cause I don't know anything about Last of Us, so I wasn't sure if.
Just say your girlfriend.
Listen, bro, close enough. So I don't know if
Ellie's Sony partner.
Fuck. Okay. I don't know if this is a.
Are you kidding me?
If this is a no. What? Are you okay, Shadow?
Shadow.
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, man's getting spooned by Nemesis.
Oh no.
Nah, the game froze.
Oh, really? Okay, I'm lucky to not have that happen to me yet. What was I saying? Alright, so I don't know if this is like an early build of the game, but it happened, and someone's out there as far as we know at the time of this recording is like playing the game. I don't know if they're actually playing the game, because I remember when someone had like a demo copy for Smash Bros. Ultimate at like a GameStop, and someone's like, yeah, that's not your footage. If it's your footage, do Snake versus Bayonetta and like taunt. And he did it, and they're like, oh no. So very possible it's just like a demo that they plan to upload to keep fans like together. We'll see later about that. But can we talk about how this game got delayed again? Like,
Why didn't you see that coming?
I shouldn't be laughing as much as I am at this.
Listen, it wasn't just delayed. It was delayed
indefinitely. This game's not coming out.
Remember, kids, that means you should be playing Xenoblade Chronicles 1 Definitive Edition on your Nintendo Switch.
No excuse now. Yep.
Yeah, man. Put the
I'm buying
horses
that.
and the zombies down and pick up the Monado.
We are looking at Riku
Because only
Sun 1.
we can change the future.
Okay. You know what? Can I drop? I'm gonna do this. Okay. So I know this is gonna sound really sketchy when I say it out loud, but I promise you, it is true.
There we go.
So, I know somebody that knows somebody that's played the demo version of this game before.
Okay.
And I don't actually know who this person is because it's a friend of somebody I talk to a lot. But this person, from playing the demo of the game, said that in terms of overall gameplay, it felt better than the first one.
I haven't played the first one, so I can't comment on that, but...
She's
Then
like,
I'm still gonna be asleep.
she's like, in. Like,
Oh, so it's a sheep. Okay.
Well, you've given all the information he needs.
And it's like, it's a woman. I know exactly where she lives. I know her social security number. New Type has all the information on a notepad. Like, that was easy.
listen,
That
I'm
narrows
trying
it down
get her
to
in
half the
trouble.
population.
I'm not trying to get a stranger in trouble. That's not what's happening here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's, like, you see, it's like my uncle knows somebody in a Nintendo situation. Like,
It is, but like I can never say I
just
can
keep
never-
it as is.
I never thought I would be able to drop one of those, but I did.
Evan,
And
the
it
Leak
feels pretty
Master,
good.
when's the next Nintendo Direct?
There was at least at one point a demo for this game that does exist, and people played it.
Interesting.
We'll see to it.
So So that's basically all we have to say about Last of Us. None of us are really huge Last of Us fans. If Riku was here, he'd go on and on. But big gaming news: IGN has announced the Summer of Gaming, which is going to be an event in early June.
E3.
I really like The Last of Us.
It's basically Souls. You should have spoken up before.
Nah, yeah, I'm sorry, my mic was.
I'm choking on this cornbread.
But no, you carry on.
So basically, the Summer of Gaming event is basically going to fill E3 slot because E3 is gone for this year. They're collaborating with like Bandai Namco, Microsoft, not Sony. They got canceled. Squeenix.
Thanks.
So there are going to be a lot of gaming companies, more companies to be announced at a later date. So as far as we can tell, this is going to be our E3 fix.
Yeah.
IGN's going to get hella traction for that time slot.
Oh yeah.
Hopefully they'll be better at games by then.
Well, damn. They're not Kotaku. Calm down.
I mean,
Remember the Cuphead incident?
Oh, wait. Actually, I think, then again, IGN, I think, is known for giving Sonic, like, bad... But okay, Sonic was never good. And that's when I was like, and I was never subscribed to your YouTube channel. Bye. IGN kind of sus lately, but... This, Are you guys excited for this event?
Yes.
yes.
I mean, like, what is it exactly? Like, this summer, like, a whole bunch of game information is coming out?
They said they're just going to get together like a bunch of companies. They're going to have some like playable demos and stuff. I assume this means like for the IGN team. I don't think this is open to the public.
This is basically E3, but not E3.
It's the E3. It's like when your mom says, "Can we have E3?" and mom says, "We have E3 at home." This is E3 at home.
And then she shows you an IGN trailer.
So are they gonna like talk about the game? They're just gonna like
Games. Nintendo Switch has games.
No way, really?
It has a lot of games, actually.
Nah, you lying.
But as of right now, we don't know a whole lot about it. They just announced it. What was it? Wednesday, Thursday, roughly. Earlier in the week.
Around there.
I realized I spelled IGN wrong, but that's fine.
I wasn't gonna say it, but you said it, Blake.
See, I spelled IGN, IGM, but the M stands for Mario because Mario's 35th anniversary leaked, including a Mario 64, Mario Sunshine, and Galaxy remaster ports are potentially on the way. 3D World's there too, but no one likes 3D World. So this is like we were talking about with Sonic. This is like a big remastered package. Like we're gonna get 64, Sunshine, and Galaxy. I think are the ones that are like the big rumored ones, and they're gonna be like we don't know what they're gonna be like. Whether or not they're just ports, or if they're gonna be like upscaled. They're gonna be remakes, remasters, not remakes. A Shadow. And people are probably still gonna be confused. You play a Paper Mario remake. We're gonna be like, what?
It's crazy because like I remember people always complaining about what happened to the virtual console. Well, here it is. They want to sell you the game back, basically.
Yeah.
Because didn't the virtual console have like GameCube games?
It did not.
No.
It's never had
Wait,
that.
did it?
They promised GameCube games at one point, and we never got them.
You see, this is where it's at. That's why
It had N64 games, so we could play Mario 64 on the Wii, Wii
I
U.
know the virtual console not having GameCube games had a thing to do with the Wii's spacing issues. I don't know about the Wii U. I didn't own one.
They could.
I was a smart kid. I owned a PS3 and a PS4.
Hey man,
The Wii U disappointed me in more ways than one.
Listen, we're not gonna talk about that. We're gonna stay on topic. So Mario's 35th anniversary. These games, as far as we know, are planned to be announced at some point in June during some sort of big Mario event where they're gonna like unveil Mario at what's that place? Disney, I guess, or Universal Studios. Universal Studios in Orlando, I think. That probably is going to get pushed back. I think it was supposed to be an in-person event. Now it's going to be digital for obvious reasons. We don't know when they're going to open up that side of it, but at the very least, they're probably still going to make this their big holiday title this year.
yeah.
Because if we got... the thing that seems fishy to me is that Nintendo would put 3 Mario games of that stature in one collection and make it not $1 million.
They're gonna make money. People just gonna buy it.
I'm telling you now, it's going to be a limited, like, physical copies are going to be super limited. There's only going to be, like, 500 made. And then there's going to be, like, oh, you can get the digital version, but...
$79, $60 a piece.
Yeah.
So
it's
you think they're
60
gonna actually put them all together in one?
See, that's the thing, because when you think about it, Mario 64 is like what 2 gigabytes in size. That's not big. Mario Sunshine's
Oh, wow,
like
big.
1.3. No, like GameCube games are normally all below 4 gigs, and Galaxy at most would be like 5 or 6. Switch cartridges go up to 32 gigs in space.
Galaxy 1 and 2, or just 1?
See, they've only ever like all the rumors and places I've been seeing it. It's always been Galaxy 1, so I don't know about Galaxy 2.
2 was so much better than 1, so I would hate for them not to do 2.
Initially, Super Mario Galaxy 2 was just gonna be called Super Mario Galaxy More. There was no story. It was just more
Because it was
stages.
supposed to. Right. It was supposed to be expansion DLC.
It's like it
Oh,
was
so
like
they could just make
it was like Ura
deluxe
Zelda.
version.
It was like
where
Ura
it's one
Zelda
and two.
for those of you who know what that is.
Yeah.
Yo, can you imagine though if Zelda does something similar as well, where they give us like Ocarina of Time, Wind Waker HD, Twilight Princess HD?
Don't
This is
say
a good
those
start.
words.
Majora's Mask.
See, this is how. But if they put, because I feel like they could space these and people would be fine with that. But if they put them all out at once,
Whew. They would win.
I mean, if they did do them separately, they would do them just like they did. What was those other games? Like I want to say not the Metroid ones because they didn't do those separate. It was some collection where they sold them like $19.99 a piece or something. Maybe Devil May Cry. I'm thinking about. I don't know.
I don't know.
I think Master Chief Collection on Steam does that, or you can just buy the whole collection.
Yeah, I would like for them to sell them like $20-$25, maybe $30 a piece, just because it's Nintendo.
You think they're gonna charge $30 for Mario Galaxy in 2020?
Yep, it's Nintendo.
Oh no! I mean, you think that's it? Like I'm seeing Mario Galaxy, and I'm seeing money signs of $60 a piece.
Well, if it's just Mario
See,
Galaxy,
I think-
like not
well,
all 3 of them.
If they do it separately, I think it'll be like different. Like Galaxy will be the priciest, GameCube or Sunshine will be in the middle, and Mario 64 will be like $10, I guess.
$9.99. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was thinking $9.99.
Because like you have to keep in mind, like it's still a Wii game, and those games are still it all depends on how much work they put into it as well, whether or not they want to upscale it to
Plus
1080p.
the
And,
file-
Honestly, though,
Plus the
for
phone.
Nintendo 64, I honestly feel it's just they better off doing the freaking emulation.
probably, yeah. Although I would like to see Mario 64 at 1080p, just upscaled, just to see like how
Yeah.
like some of the new models could look.
Yeah, what if they just completely remastered? I mean, no, remade it.
That was
Not a
Like-
super deep cut, but they kind of did their own art style for it. You
that
know?
that would be cool. That like how Xenoblade doing Definitive Edition.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
That would be interesting. And they'll definitely have to make changes to Mario Sunshine because certain areas had you use the analog sticks on the GameCube, and Switch has no analog support. So, like, unless they map the 2 shoulder buttons to, like, one's like a light shoot and the other one's a heavy shoot.
So we definitely not getting no classic Mario Party games then, huh?
Oh, man. Oh, bro, can you imagine, like, a Mario Party collection where it's got, where I got, like, Mario Party 1 to, like... Let's say 1 to 6. Everything beyond that's kind of miss.
Wasn't that what
Nah, I'd say
Mario?
1 to 4.
1 to 4? Okay, see, I wasn't... See, people like 5 and 6, but I am also 1 to 4.
Wasn't that
6
what
was on the GameCube, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it needed the like that Nintendo mic.
microphone.
I thought
Yeah,
7.
that
I thought 7
microphone.
needed the microphone.
wasn't the
No.
Mario Party 100 something like that?
Yeah, that's only mini games though. That's just the top 100 mini games. That was on 3DS.
Yeah, they should do that.
No,
but
actual
Party.
Mario Party.
Yeah,
Mario Party the top 100 boards.
What? It,
there even isn't.
they're over. Are there? Are there? Even
They're not.
over?
There's
No.
not. There's like 4 per game, and we have 10 of them.
So like top 20.
I think top 20 would be good.
I'm just craving a good Mario Party game that does not require gimmicks.
Also, give it online support so I can
Online
steal
support-
stars out of Blake's pocket.
Like
I will come.
honestly,
I will come for you in your
Online
sleep.
support
Oh,
No
I thought you
carts.
said- okay.
is in Mario Party with all the bells and
You
whistles.
said it's so free.
Blake was just like,
Listen,
freely.
listen.
Yeah.
What were you saying about the memory, Evan?
Oh, I was just saying that if they go hard, like HD Mario Party with no cart, like no shared cart, no gimmicks,
Yep.
full
Mhm.
online support. So you could have like a lobby where you could just pick a few people to just have their own cards
Nope.
for a full Mario Party
no.
experience.
I-
Don't share
I might
servers on
be-
Mario Maker 2.
I might be crazy for saying this, but a lot of Nintendo games recently have been upping the amount of players. So, online Mario Party 8 players?
I'm with it.
But how long would a turn be at that point? And would every mini game need to be 2-on-2-on-2-on-2?
Yes. Not even 2-on-2-on-2-on-2, 4v4, 3v5.
You have squad battles?
Something weird. I'm with it.
I don't know. I feel like we are severely overhyping what Nintendo wants to do, but that's the glory of discussions.
You guys are.
Hey man, but you gotta dream big. If you stay dreaming little, what are you ever gonna get out of it?
How can Nintendo know what we want if we don't say it?
True, you never
You're
know.
right.
Somebody
And
might be watching.
the Nintendo Switch has done it, or the specifically this era of Nintendo has done a great job of listening to what the fans want and making it. I think we've covered basically everything for that. Like I said, they're porting 3D World 2, which I think everyone saw coming because it's on the Wii U and it's like one of the last Wii U games, so makes sense. But 3D World's kind of, it's like newer Super Mario Bros, but 3D. I wouldn't even consider 3D World mainline 3D Mario, but that's just me. Yeah, when you think about it,
Mario
There are
wearing a 3D.
mainline Mario games. I'm like, yeah, aren't all of them mainline technically?
well, okay, no, mainline 3D. So like 64, Sunshine, Galaxy 1 and 2, and Odyssey, like the big ones. Aside from that, every other Mario game is kind of just Mario and then another game.
Yeah, that's what it seems like.
Like Nintendo looking at an indie company, you guys developing a game? Yeah, throw Mario in it. All right.
Cool.
That's why we have Mario Tennis, Mario Golf, Mario
3D
Strikers.
World was like 3D World. You know, there's a certain way you have to play 3D World. You have to play it.
Cooperatively with people
Either
you like.
By
Honestly, I
yourself.
feel like the best way to get like the most out of that game is to play it with like two people, like with one other person with you, just a co-op, two-player experience. 3D World's pretty alright.
Ooh, Streams with Triple S, Blake. That's what I'm hearing.
Listen, Triple S and I looked back at that game because I own it on Wii U, and we're like, did we ever finish that? We got to the last world, and Triple S and I literally just said, fuck it, no, we're not going back to that game. But I mean, hey, if they port it to Switch and they add Metal Sonic to the game, hey, I'll look at it. Don't worry about it. I think that's basically it. There was the new Soul Cal 6 character. Sosuke, do you want to talk about that?
So about Hamaru. Ever just like keep hitting something with something else, hoping the other thing you're hitting will break? That's what Hamaru is. He's the definition of Unga Bunga.
Unga Bunga.
Every move hits for too much damage, and it's beautiful. But I hate when I get hit with it. He's really fun. If you have Soul Cal 6, I highly suggest getting him if you only want him, but you're on the fence about him. He's not 2B broken, but he's not Geralt of Rivia, like dry. Like Geralt is dry, 2B is too broken to like actually have some fun. Hamaru is like that nice sweet spot right in the middle of like, yeah, this is top tier guest character. This is like having Link and Spawn back in Soul Cal 2. Good times. That's all I have to say about it.
All right, cool.
Are we
And
gonna talk about the potential ARMS characters now?
the last topic. The last
forgot about
topic.
Yes. Yes.
So, we're gonna have to put Souls on mute for a second because we don't know what he's gonna do.
hold up,
So
man.
okay, hold on. Let me say my piece. So, ARMS in the Nintendo Direct, they said, y'all remember when Smash Bros. First got announced and they did the Bomberman reveal and they're like, yep, it's him. That's basically how this reveal went. ARMS is going to be the first character in Fighter Pass 2 for Smash Bros. Ultimate. We don't know who it's going to be yet. They're leaving it up in the air for right now, keeping us guessing. They did have Springman amongst the possible challengers, which would open 1,000,001 boxes, because as soon as
I
Springman
hope
gets
they
in,
don't do
people are going to
Springman.
say Isaac, they're going to say Waluigi, they're going to say Shadow, they're going to say Gray Fox,
Zero.
Zero.
I think they'll
Alucard.
I think that they won't do Springman just
You
because
say
they don't
Springmon?
need that headed.
Springmon.
But no, I don't think they'll do Springman just because I don't think they want to open up that can of worms to where everybody and their mother is going to be asking for a assist trophy to be playable. And so it's
Right.
definitely going to be Ribbon Girl or I feel like
Twintel.
the chances of Ribbon Girl is going to be
Twin
pretty high.
Tell or Min Min.
Yeah, either
I would
them or they'll do it to where it's like they'll tether. Okay, so I'll get into that later. You can keep going.
All right. So, now this is kind of considered vastly among a lot of Smash fans as the most weak announcement out there for many reasons. One, no one plays ARMS. Two, ARMS. They didn't confirm ARMS 2 is in the works. We assume that ARMS 2 is in the works, or they're doing something with ARMS. Otherwise, why is this character? Was it Shofu said? Shofu said they better be making ARMS 2 alongside this, or why did they put this character in the game?
Because we are done playing with ARMS. We've had our fill. It was a good game.
The game's free right now, and no one's playing it.
No, so you're hyping up ARMS. Where my ARMS stream at?
Hey man, y'all not ready for no ARMS stream because if I ARMS, y'all ain't gonna know what to do with them.
I mean,
The same, man.
So aside from it being an ARMS character in the reveal, just the way Nintendo did it, there was no build-up, there was no suspense. They came out, they said, we're going to show you the new character, and they just cut to that. There wasn't any, like, CGI trailer. There wasn't, like, they didn't give us, they gave us literally nothing to go off of. It was just kind of this is what you can expect. It's coming in
ARMS
June.
Gonna be way better than any ARMS character. Gonna be way better than Byleth.
Whoa, listen. Byleth, at the end of the day, Byleth's trailer is amazing at the end of the day.
okay,
Byleth's
listen.
trailer was
if-
great.
That trailer's gonna be way more hype.
She was flying.
Listen. If Sakurai told us Byleth was going to be a distance demon, we haven't seen shit yet.
Sakurai has a fetish for
Think about
giving
it.
characters long range.
Y'all remember
Think about it, though.
in the Belmont trailer when Corrin does the forward smash and Simon's like, nah, it's cute.
Think about it.
Remember that one trailer? Remember the one trailer where Simon did a forward smash and then Springman came out and outranged him as an assist trophy? What if that was the only hint we got that freaking we were getting an ARMS character? Could you imagine that?
Oh, listen, all right, Souls, go ahead, Soul. The floor is yours.
Okay, so-
Defend ARMS.
All right, so basically, I'm not defending ARMS. I'm defending the possibility of this being an amazing character. Anyway, so they basically are saying that for the people that don't like ARMS, they're telling you that this isn't going to be. They're going to rework this character from the ground up. He's not going to fight like any character from the actual games, because we know Smash Brothers loves bringing the characters from their own games into the Smash Brothers world and having them play pretty much exactly like they would play in their own game. I mean, look at Bayonetta, look at what's his name? Terry, Ryu, all these characters. They play like they're still in their own games. Now, I think that this is actually a good thing for ARMS, because while ARMS is a fun arena fighter, it is sort of limited in the type of moves that you can do. So, to correct that, they have to come up with unique abilities and unique moves for these characters. And one of the ways I was thinking is that I feel like this will be our. Would this be considered the second tethered character, besides Duck Hunt and the dog? Like comparable to like Ice Climbers.
You mean
Banjo-Kazooie?
you want to have a partner character? You have two
Yeah.
like two
because-
ARMS characters?
Just because I believe that was
Like
the most
a
popular
duo?
mode. Yeah, I feel like that was the most popular mode in the ARMS game because. And honestly, this was the stupidest thing in ARMS was when they were tethered. But I think that will be how it works in Smash, because like if you're doing 2-on-2 matches in ARMS, you're literally tethered to the other character. You can't move too far away from your partner. And I think that'll be the same way they do it in this game, because I feel like it'll just work a lot better, and it'll create for much more unique opportunities in their movesets, and it'll give you way more characters. Imagine if you could swap too between both of them. That would be amazing.
That'd be wild.
See, I can see.
Like, Souls makes the character sound more interesting than what anything I was thinking of. Like, I look at gameplay for ARMS, I'm like, how the fuck does
That's the thing.
Souls
The
is out here
gameplay
like,
is
yo,
so
I got a
straightforward
whole-
and basic.
Like, my man Souls has a corkboard with movesets, animations, callbacks to the game. Like, yo, I've been waiting for this day.
And what's
Bruh.
crazy is that Souls had never played the game.
I have played the game. I played it extensively, so much so that I don't have to buy it.
How? Okay, wait. Listen, what do you mean? You played it so much you don't gotta buy the game. What does that even mean?
They've had global test things. They've had so many free-to-play moments. They've had so many.
Game is free right now until the end of the month.
It's free right now.
Yo, hold up. Yo, I'm gonna go to Twitch right now. Let's see who's streaming ARMS.
We ain't gotta go through all that.
Let's see who's streaming ARMS right now. ARMS. Let's see who's streaming ARMS right now.
Some guy in his drawers.
All right, ARMS. Let's see. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people streaming ARMS. The actual game itself only has 59 viewers right now.
Beautiful thing.
Yo. This is the highest we've been.
Whoa, how many? Wait, you just mentioned Shinobi Strikers. How many people are streaming Shinobi Strikers right
Oh, Shinobi Strikers. Let's see. Shinobi Naruto to Border Shinobi Strikers. It has 68 viewers. And
impossible.
And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 people. 18 people is be streaming Shinobi Strikers right now with 68 views. ARMS is still here at 59. All right.
Hey, that's just PR, man.
What you mean PR?
Bro, Bandai out here trying to pay people they pay people to play. Like, hey, listen, at least the game's getting covered. At least the game's getting covered. ARMS is free and no one's playing this stuff right now.
Hey, look, the crazy thing is though that ARMS is just that sleeper hit that nobody wants to talk about and nobody wants to admit.
I mean, I definitely was asleep when it hit.
And I haven't woken up, but
hold up, so why are you capping for this game and you ain't even got it?
Bruh, I don't need to have it, okay?
That doesn't make sense.
Defending the character in the game and not even have the game and play the full game.
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. If I were to get it now, it would just be a complete waste of money because Nintendo.
It's always been a complete waste of money.
It's a waste of money, but you asking for these characters in Smash, huh? What?
Yeah, because they lit. They fun. The ARMS character designs are so unique and cool looking. The gameplay feels so good. Freaking Twin Tail, when she does her hold attack in the air, she puts a little slowdown thing. Actually, no, I don't want Tenzin because I'm just imagining.
So you don't want to give them your money? That don't mean.
I mean Twin Tail. I'm sorry. I don't want another Bayonetta in the game. So maybe I shouldn't say.
What's
that.
crazy? What's crazy is that at the rate things are going, the actual individual character DLC for ARMS is gonna sell more than the game.
That'd be sad.
Bro, the character's like
it's quite possible.
The character's like $5. ARMS is full priced.
Yes, okay, look, crazy one.
That's another thing.
Nobody's gonna buy the ARMS character because they want ARMS. They're gonna buy it so they don't have an incomplete Smash roster. Only reason. The way the character select screen right now looking nasty. The ARMS character is gonna make it look symmetrical.
I still stand by. This is gonna be one of the most fun characters we've gotten in a while.
Listen, I'm excited to see Sakurai's stamp on a character that's so unique. What I'm not excited for is just ARMS, fucking ARMS.
But
like,
imagine their music too. The music in ARMS is pretty good.
Really? Because every time I hear ARMS, I hear the main theme. Yeah, no, the same Brawl did it right. ARMS did not. I cannot stand that main theme, and it seems like everyone's theme is just a remix of the main theme. So we'll see. Listen, at the end of the day, I might just we might still stick to the KOF arena because soy sauce for geese. But
you know what? You know what's funny? I was asking for an ARMS character when Smash was still revealing characters, and I'm just happy my wish is coming true.
I'm so fucking mad because I went back to my review and
if we got an ARMS, we got another Fire Emblem character like Bao wanted because he didn't get the Black Knight. We got an ARMS character for Souls, which means we're gonna get another Sonic character for Blade.
Yeah, they'll give you Cream.
Y'all.
You're welcome. Boy, if that happens, they'll give you Amy or Cream with her little hammer.
Listen. If I could put any Sonic character in the game right now besides Shadow, it would probably be Eggman.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Infinite.
Infinite is like flavor of the week. Infinite's gone. Like Eggman, I feel like has been around since the dawn. Either Eggman or Tails, but I feel like Tails would be too samey, and Eggman has a potential to be like really unique.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if he's out.
Wily would have been.
Especially if he's out of his mech like in Adventure 2 and he's lanky as shit.
Oh no!
Picking kids and picking up chows and running with them.
No.
Bro, his side B is like Wii Fit side B with the volleyball spike, but it's a Chow.
Somebody get their mans. He's actually bugging out.
Either way, I'm when the hero got announced, I was like, hero's cool, and not really. No, I don't like this character.
He's actually fun.
And then I played him, and it was fun. So I mean, I will always choose a character based off their playstyle more or less. Than because I love Sonic, but I don't play Sonic too much in Smash because his playstyle doesn't agree with me too much. So I mean, I will always take playstyle over
It will always be the second
individual.
boxing
But
character besides Lil Matt.
And Kobe kicks somehow here to try and
Probably.
Shadow? Shadow?
Whose
Shadow?
TV is this?
My bad.
I'm trying to learn updates on the coronavirus right now.
Nah, I was trying to watch WrestleMania. I was trying to put WrestleMania on.
This man.
Man,
Well, damn. Well, you might as well wrap it up. Let Shadow get back to his WrestleMania.
Wrap it up.
Bro, I swear, I always anticipate these podcasts to go for an hour and a half, and we're always here for like 2.5 hours. That's ridiculous.
It always happens. It always happens.
I tell you, gotta trim it down a bit.
But I'm excited. I'm excited for everything, even if the world has been delayed. I'm
The
excited.
world's been
The world's in witch time.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like the way things are right now, make sure you guys, if this whole thing clears up by summer, make sure you guys go out to like the beach. Because there's gonna be mad crazy parties going on when we can get
Oh, you know
go
it.
back outside and stuff like that.
I'm going to see my
The
friend.
first place I'm going is freaking barbershop.
Bro, you so right.
Yes.
You so right.
Yo, actually, like my friend hates
I
me
need a
because I was actually able to get my haircut because my barber he made a house call.
Oh,
you
bro,
love-
you made a house call during this
Yeah, he made a house-
time, bro?
I was actually tempted to see if somebody could come over.
Yeah, my barber came over, he cut my hair, and I was like, oh, okay, this is great. I had to pay him a little bit more because usually I pay like $30 for a haircut. I paid him $50.
What?
He came
It's $30.
Yeah, well,
Fuck, if you have the money.
yeah. So
I mean, my mom is completely against cutting my hair, despite the fact she cut my hair for the first 15 years of my life. She said she can never do it again.
And she ruined you?
So I might just call my girlfriend and be like, "So I know you cut your mom's hair. Could you just
You know.
Or
what?
I don't know, maybe she likes him hairy.
We're not going to comment on that right now. In conclusion, ARMS is coming to Smash. That's whack. The music, whack. The character, probably going to be whack, but ARMS has cool designs. So looking forward to seeing what that will be
They might
like.
be fun. Blake, they might be fun. You said you weren't gonna.
Like I
judge
said,
yet. Stop judging.
I will judge them after. Okay, I will judge them after. We'll give them a fair shot. They're gonna go into my roster anyway because I need that one little 2x3 micro PNG to fill out my roster. And in terms of like their trailer, they better get a CG trailer. Like if they just shadow drop
they
the
will.
character with, because I'm really hoping that there's potential that the trailer, like they did for Banjo, was to use someone else's trailers. So like they might end up at the end of Incineroar's trailer and just start fucking up people. Yo, he's fighting Little Mac. Little Mac trying to get in close. Man's on the other side of the arena.
Nah, bro, you said throw hands while I'm literally throwing hands.
So we'll have to see about that. But I believe that's all the time we have for today. So we're gonna go ahead and do our intro. So Shao can go on WrestleMania. I can get back to playing and streaming Persona. Evan can go back to Animal Crossing. New Type can get some sleep, and Souls can go back to having terrible opinions. All right. So we're gonna start with Sosuke. Sosuke, where can they find you?
You can find me on Twitter at ArisuSosuke and on Twitch at Sosuke the Wandering Gamer. I am currently streaming Mega Man Battle Network, as I said earlier. Might stream something tomorrow. I don't know yet. Maybe some Dissidia so I can go through the labyrinth because, I'm rusty at that game, but I love it.
Dissidia NT?
I will see you. Boy, this is why you have bad opinions. Nah, man, I'm streaming that Dissidia Duodecim with obvious costume mods because I love it.
how do you get
I
costume?
respect it.
Oh,
Oh, you
people
ain't seen
make
the
it
world
mod.
of Dissidia costume mods?
Hold on, Shadow. You're gonna have to tune into the stream tomorrow, man.
You gotta check out the
Gotta put you
Digimon
on.
mods. Oh my
I might have to.
Yeah, that's where y'all can find me. I've been enjoying this chicken now. Some good chicken.
All right. Well, he's eating chicken. I can't eat chicken. Must be nice, bitch. Anyway, Evan. Evan, where can they find you?
honestly, I always hate saying this because of the way it is, but there's a reason for it. So you can find me at my mid to late 2000s ass Twitter at x two underscores
late
Evan
2000s.
2x. It's literally like some mid to late 2000s type shit, but it's fine.
Although,
I said it out loud. I'm sorry. Was it talked over?
no? What?
Okay, never mind.
I thought Evan was going to say, you can find me at, and I was like, well, if he keeps talking about undercover Sony agents, you can find him under a bus pretty soon.
No, I said it out loud. I said the ad out loud.
Oh.
Wait a sec. We got the Microsoft mercenaries, the Nintendo ninjas. What's next? The Sony slaughterer?
Sony Slaughter.
Sounds like a blitzball too.
the
Like Blitzball teams.
the Sony stanky legs? I don't know, man.
Oh,
Thank you.
All right,
No, I
New
haven't
Type,
heard
where
that
can they find you? Tumblr is accessible too.
I mean, you can find me at Revolving Dash at Twitter and Tumblr. I don't do YouTube. I'm just mostly here just for the fun. And always remember, wash your goddamn hands.
Damn straight.
Mm-hmm. All right, Souls, where can they find your arms content at?
Oh yeah. Okay, no. Yeah, check me out at Twitter at Souls0Souls and YouTube. You can look at some of my old stuff.
Y'all type in Souls O Souls and then type in Fairy Tale. Yo, you watch his very first video.
No,
man was a
don't
different.
do that,
That was a
Oh,
different
my
man, bro.
God. Look,
he
I
was
was finding
he was a
myself.
different kind of guy.
Nah, Souls, you
and-
know what we got? You know what me and you gotta do? We gotta stream some of that Heat the Soul together.
Oh, you're right. Can we get
Celebrate
some
that
multiplayer?
Bleach coming. I think we can. We gotta celebrate that Bleach coming back, man.
You right. But yeah, check me out. Peace out, people.
All right, and last but not least, the JRPG God.
What's going on, guys? Shadowy Lee here. If you love JRPGs, go subscribe to my channel. And we're gonna keep going with Resident Evil 3, Persona 5 Royal, and Final Fantasy 7. It's gonna be great. Catch you guys later.
Hey.
Excellent, guys. I believe if all goes well, HPMP podcast will be 8 days from now on April 12th. Yes.
I believe so, yeah.
So definitely make sure to catch Shadow and I there. And yeah, you guys are already watching on Westtown HD, so you already know to hit that little bell, hit that subscribe. Content's coming back to the channel. I'll be uploading more this week. Your boy is back in full effect, and the jaw's healing nicely. So we're gonna go ahead and get up out. This has been your boy Westtown HD, and guests. We'll see you guys in the next one. Deuces.
That was a damn
See?
good one.
Peace.
Hey.